Hello, hello, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. It is my absolute pleasure to kick off StruggleR Season 4. It's been too long, I think we would all agree, since we have had this momentous tournament upon us once again, and I think you'll be pleased to know that Garlips and the Seven Dwarfs have been working behind the scenes to produce all manner of new and exciting things in the production of this wondrous event. So what are we playing for game number one? Well, we are playing Snake. Yeah, how do you race Snake, I hear you ask? It was a question that until just yesterday, when I actually took the time to read the rules, I was asking myself. We will be getting to that shortly. But I am not alone in this initial race, this wonderful excitement of a return. No, I, Love and Floofen, am joined by a newcomer to the StruggleR commentary scene, but someone absolutely welcome. I am joined by Yosh. How are you doing, Yosh?
Hey, I'm here. Yay! I'm doing all right, thank you.
Excellent. Are you excited for this cutthroat snake race?
Oh yeah. I mean, I tried a little bit of this like yesterday. This is absolutely diabolical. We'll get there when we get there, but I'm looking forward to this.
I mean, I will spare chat the gory details, but those of you who are interested can check the thread for this race, because I also tried this yesterday. I was close to crashing out. Some of these boards made me genuinely livid. So I'm really glad that I'm not in this race.
Oh yeah.
Right. As of course, StruggleR is brought to you by the Wheel of Struggle. We're a bit like a book club for games, really. What we do is every season we nominate a bunch of games, and of those nominations, a bunch of games with really silly, arbitrary rule sets get put on a really silly, arbitrary wheel that we call our Lord and Saviour, and then we spin it. The wheel dictates what we play, the wheel dictates how much fun we have. It's often little to none, but no, in truth, we're a great community, and we have a lot of fun doing it. Of course, you can find us at twitch.tv Wheel of Struggle if you are watching this on the VOD. And of course, we're Wheel of Struggle on YouTube for those of you watching currently live. We've sort of touched on what the race is going to be, but we're going to be playing Snake. This is the Google browser version of Snake, which features 22 individual boards. Some of the boards are fair. Some of the boards are, quite frankly, the worst thing in the world. I'm looking at board number 17 in that regard, which we will see much later. But each of our races, they're going to have to hit a total of 40 points, which, of course, if you've never seen Snake, they guide a snake around to eat fruit, and each fruit eaten is a point gained. So before they can consider one of these boards completed, they must hit 40 points. The snake must then enter the deceased mode with one exception, and then they can move on to the next board. We're going to be seeing all manner of nonsense, and I actually can't remember what half of them do, so it'll be fun getting re-angry all over again. They must tackle the boards in order as well, so we won't be seeing any route deviations. The players will be going from 1 to 22 in order, which will also keep it... Yes, exactly. It'll be keeping it nice and clean for us to keep track of as we watch this race. So, who are our racers? Well, player 1 is brand new to StruggleR, but that doesn't mean they're not here to make a absolute splash. Our first player joining us today for StruggleR, it is RandomisedTV. How are you doing, Randomised?
I'm doing well, yeah. I'm
Excellent.
excited to play Snake.
So
One of the games of all time.
usually I'd have some great stats to read to you. Would you like to know your StruggleR stats?
Absolutely, I love stats.
Excellent. Well, did you know that your debut was Season 4 Snake?
Oh my god, that's this race.
Yeah, it is this
Oh.
race, which of course means you've run 0 races. You have no wins and no losses, which gives you
Oh,
a
man.
win-loss ratio of not applicable.
I wonder how many races I will have run after this match. I'll be excited to find out.
I know, the anticipation is killing me. But we shall move on. Of course, this player needs no introduction, but because he's got a rather large head, he's given himself one. Anyway, he's an absolute veteran of StruggleR. It is the one, the only, the founder, this guy, also known as Garlips. How you doing, Garlips?
I'm okay, thank you, but I'm shaking in my boots now because I've just heard that my opponent has not applicable as their win rate, and that's terrifying.
I know, and do you know how you get not applicable as your win rate?
You don't play.
Well, not only that, you don't lose.
Ah, yes, exactly.
So, of course, we've got some statistics for you as well, Garlips, if you'd love to hear them.
Yeah, I'd just like to point out that big number there. Can you see that big number beginning with 20?
Is that the losses?
No, the other one.
Is it the 25%
Races
win-loss ratio?
Races run. Look, it's very easy to lose a lot of races if you don't race the races. Like, you miss all of the shots that you don't take, question mark. So, like...
True.
Yes, no,
I run
absolutely.
a lot of races. It has knocked my stats a little bit squiffy. I'm going to be honest, but I'm just saying, like, we can't all be like only racing the things we're good at. Some people have got to branch out a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, I tell you what, you do deserve some bragging rights, because what I can see on this statistic card is a most recent win of Echo the Dolphin, and just who was that win against?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked. It was Return of Octobot, and it was by the skin of my teeth, which is not very proud at all.
I thought you were going to play that up a little bit more. Yeah, it was a very enjoyable, very close race. So those of you catching us on Twitch who haven't seen it yet, I suggest you backtrack and watch it. It was probably one of the more intense races that we had in the previous season. You are, of course, the mastermind behind StruggleR. Your debut, naturally, was in Season 1 with the Sonic CD. Do you ever wish you could return to those days? The very first race before you lost 20 races?
I would say I would, but at the same time, I was racing Kylo. I lost, so it's just like things now, really. It's not different.
And arguably,
Yeah,
it's
but no,
zero wins and 1 loss. Your win-loss ratio was worse back then.
Exactly. I've worked hard to make my win-loss ratio slightly less bad.
Excellent. Wow. I've sort of done it a little bit while talking about your stats, but we move into our racer interview, in which we typically ask them the normal questions before Mr. Matt hijacks everything with the silly ones. Randomised, do you have any experience with Snake? Why this race?
You know what? Because I feel like not enough people have enjoyed this game. It's extremely accessible. You can just play it in your browser by typing in Snake into Google, and yet not many people know probably about the wackier side of this game, where you get all the different boards that have like different effects on your Snake and whatnot.
Yes. You say wacky. I heard the word infuriating.
Did you actually mean? I think you actually meant psychological warfare.
No.
No. So, have you played a lot of Snake? Would you say?
I'd say I've played probably more than the average person. I used to just pop this up whenever I was bored in my computing classes at school.
And you'll have to forgive me for this one. Did you ever play any of the incredibly old iterations of Snake that were hard to see and unwieldy? Ideally on the Nokia.
I believe I have actually. I remember my mum used to have a really old phone, and it had not only Snake but Breakout as well.
Oh, love
And I used to
Breakout.
love playing those.
I remember for the first time when Snake decided that it didn't need borders anymore. One I can't even remember the phone. One of the times I'd taken someone's phone to play Snake, and I lapsed from one side of the screen to the other, and that to me was a gaming revolution. This was back in the 90s, but still, it blew my mind as I watched the Snake go off one screen, back on the other, and I didn't lose my progress. It was fascinating. Yosh.
Wild. It's like a Pac-Man kind of thing.
Oh,
Yo.
it's too complicated for me. Yosh, do you have any questions for Randomised?
Not specifically, no. We
That's
can,
no
I mean, we
worries.
can talk about more about like what we're actually going to do in a moment, I suppose. But I think we
Yes,
can go
yes.
to Carlos first.
Well, before we go to Garlips, we always have one tradition here, and
Oh yeah.
for those of you who aren't familiar with it, it is entirely up to you how seriously or how not seriously you take this. Do you have any fighting words for your opponent?
Well, I know that I don't have any. You know, I'm not. After this match, it's going to be really interesting, my stats, because I'm either going to have the maximum possible win rate possible or the minimum possible win rate possible. So whatever happens, I'm either going to have a 100% win rate or 0% win rate.
You heard it first here. Randomised has decided that they are going to min-max all over their foe Garlips.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go.
I mean, you want to be optimal when playing Snake. It's all about like taking the best possible line, I suppose.
Oh, well, don't worry. There'll be plenty of time to discuss the meta of competitive Snake. But I'm going to go over to your opponent now. Garlips, why Snake? Why this race?
Rando asked for people to race Snake, and I said yes. I played it back on the Nokia 3210, which I didn't. Our family was not rich enough for me to have a Nokia 3210 at the time. My dad did because he got it with his job. So I would play a lot of Snake, but I've not touched it since then, circa like 2003. So this has been an interesting reintroduction, and my reaction times are not as good as I'd hoped they would be, but they are getting better with practice. So hopefully I can at least put in a good enough showing, you know, for the inner child in me back in 2003 playing it on a green, weird, strange little screen.
Excellent. Do you have a favourite of the boards that we're going to be seeing today?
I mean, there are some that are just gimmies. So, like, I'm not too worried about those. I think, from memory, I actually quite like the Soccerbon one, even though it's very easy to crash into a wall trying to move a box. But yeah, it's kind of fun. The key one as well is quite nice. Like, really, as everything in my life, I don't think about the good. I just dwell on the bad and negative. So I hate wall. I hate like the yin yang one. Ugh, right. I hate those. So it's not so much about the ones I like, it's the ones I hate.
And I was just, you've sort of segued and set me up nicely for the next question, which was, do you have a least favourite board, and why is it the arrow one?
Oh yeah, the arrow one as well gets a special shout. I hate that one. Yeah, it sucks.
Excellent. Glad we agree. Yosh, do you have any questions for this racer?
Not particularly. I mean, I suppose the other one, the one more thing is like, do you regret signing up for this race? I suppose.
No, that's a great question. The answer is no, because this is content.
Okay. Oh hell yeah, let's go.
Someone's got to line up. Like, quite often with these things, I feel like I'm walking to the gallows, and then I surprise myself. So I'm sure either way, fun will be had, and therefore content. So I'm content.
Lastly, Garlips, Any fighting words for your opponent who has already told you that they're going to min-max on you today?
Well, first of all, I consent to being min-max, so that's fine. No, I didn't have any fighting words for Randomised TV until I heard Rando talk about the past with Snake, which made me feel very old. I am spoilers. I mean, my skincare routine is flawless, but many of you will be shocked to know I'm 39 this month, and I'm very old, and I feel it in my bones. So the idea of someone in their computing class playing Snake that came out in 2017, ugh, disgusting. I managed to get Sonic 1 and a Genesis emulator on a floppy disk in 2002. I took that to my IT class. That took balls. That took guile. Okay? It's the young'uns these days. Everything's handed to them, you know?
Oh, it's I don't even know how to respond to that. On one hand, I feel it in my very soul. On the other, I'm like, yeah, but Rando Smack Talk was better.
It was, to be fair. It was.
I will say that bringing Sonic on a floppy disk to your school is awesome. You would have been someone I would have been like in awe about if that happened to me in school.
Oh, you know what? I've changed my mind about the whole thing. We're just gonna be friends who play Snake. It's fine.
Hooray!
And another friendship is born on the battlefield of StruggleR. We'll see if it persists as we transition over to the racing screen. Oh, look, we can see Snake. We can see Snake. We can see a timer. And we can see trackers, and you can probably hear some funky music as well. You'll be shocked to know that since Google's Snake in the browser doesn't really come with much in the way of sound effects or an OST that you can purchase, we may be receiving a cheeky little audio feed from one of our players. I'll leave it a mystery as to who is giving us the lo-fi royalty-free beats. But if there is nothing else, are both of our racers ready?
I'm ready.
Sure.
Sure.
You know what? No, we need to go. We need to. This is our first race. We need more energy going into our very first race. We're going to count you in shortly, but I'm gonna offend a bunch of people, and I'm gonna go. Randomized, ready.
I'm ready to chomp some apples.
Garlips, ready.
I'm gonna consume radishes.
Racers, begin in 3, 2, 1. Commence.
And they're off. Wow. It's like they're naturals at this game.
Yeah, I mean, I heard a death from Garlips already, so I'm not sure I'd be calling them naturals.
No, we didn't see that. We didn't see that.
I hadn't even started the timer, and he had died. So that bodes well.
No, we're just getting it out of the system.
Garlips died of the second apple as data. I think it was the third, but it was fast.
We're just getting it out of the system. We're seeing no more deaths on Garlips at this point. No more. But yeah, shall we actually talk about the game now? Like what we're actually doing today.
I mean,
Besides.
oh no, another death for Garlips. Another death for Garlips. Yes, so I suppose we should begin with introducing the game. If you're not old enough to have owned a Nokia 3210 or stolen someone's Nokia 3210, oh,
That's
40 for Rando
already.
40 for Rando. So
Okay,
that-
we need to speed up. We need to explain things.
Yes. Right. Players will control, I believe you can use either the WASD keys or the arrow keys, but either way, the snake can only move in one cardinal direction and our players will change that direction with an input. Their goal is to collect apples, and every time they collect an apple, the snake will grow in size. That's snake. If you touch the borders, or if you touch yourself, you're dead, because that's what happens to snakes in real life. Yeah, absolutely. There are boards that change these rules. There's an infinite board that will remove the walls, for example. There's also, we've got a death for Rando. There's also a peaceful board that actually prevents the snake dying at all. Another death there for Rando. So Garlips is still on the original board. Nothing strange happens here, but what you're noticing on Rando's side is every time Rando collects an apple, we are getting, or not every time, every odd number, Rando is picking up an extra block on the board, and that serves as a wall. So as he progresses, his board is going to get harder to move through.
Yeah. There are a total of 22 of these boards that we have to go through, including this very first vanilla one, which Garlips just finished. So that's good. So we're on 1-1 each now. There's 22 total we have to get through. We're gonna go through all of them in order so we can hopefully keep track of everything that's happening.
Yeah, so both players now on our wall board, which is affectionately referred to on my little diagram as board number 2.
Yep.
I've been added as a quote. I'm honoured to be the first quote of StruggleR Season 4. I wish it was for something better than that. So death for both our players again. So it's still close. That early death from Garlips might have been a little bit embarrassing, but because Rando's taken a couple of deaths here, they're pretty much neck and neck. There's 4 fruit between them.
Yeah, they're effectively that early advantage Rando had is effectively nullified at this point. They're all on fresh. They're all no fresh run.
Absolutely.
Rando a little bit ahead, but that's not going to matter too much. Probably.
Yeah, there is, of course, for those of you in the chat who are paying attention to the way these blocks are appearing, there is a little bit of randomness to the board as well. So you will see deaths where I think Rando had one earlier where a wall just appears in front of the snake, and it's like, well, what was they supposed to do about that? And the answer was nothing. Oh, death for Garlips there. Could be potentially crucial. He was at 25 fruit then. Oh, but death for Rando as well.
At 13.
Oh, another death for Garlips. I'm glad we don't have a death counter for this race.
Yeah. So just as a reminder, again, we're looking for a score of 40. Once they reach 40, they've cleared that board, they're free to move on to the next one.
Yes, most certainly. And they, with the exception of the peaceful board where the snake can't die, the way they move on to that next board is to kill the snake. So if you see them suddenly drive themselves into a wall, it's because they've hit 40.
Yeah, it's definitely intentional.
Yeah.
No, we don't have any accidents here. No misplays.
Yeah, no. Garlips is just starting at 0 for
not...
the fun of it there.
Yeah. For the fun of the
Hobby Tan asks, "Are we taking questions for the races for this race?" To which I say to you, Tan, but of course, it wouldn't be StruggleR without chat participation, now would it? So yes, of course, get your questions in. As ridiculous as possible, we do not limit the questions, save for potentially offensive content, which we've never had. Before anyone on YouTube thinks I need to give that warning, never had an offensive question. But I feel like I should say that before I say there are no limits to the questions, because otherwise someone will really try their luck. And it says, back in his day, the snake would get faster. Oh, don't worry, there's plenty of ways for this version of Snake to annoy you without the snake accelerating. Some of these boards are stupid.
You'll see.
Favorite species of snake? That is a great question. I suppose I should write that down somewhere, shouldn't I?
How many species of snake can we name just between the two of us right now?
Am I supposed to give you a number, or am I supposed to start naming snakes?
I don't know. I can't really do. I can't do either.
There's a rattlesnake.
Oh yeah.
There you go. There's one. It's your turn.
Hold on. Oh, there's 40 from Rando.
40 for Rando. We're too busy naming snakes.
Moving on. Yeah, that's a new breed I found. I found it outside my door yesterday. Rando has moved on to our next board now, which is Portal. So we have 2 fruits on the board here instead. And anytime the snake reaches and eats one of them, it will continue out from the second untouched apple. So it's Portal. Everyone knows Portal.
Excellently explained there. Yeah, so you do have to be careful. You have to pay attention to not just the one you're eating, but actually where you're going to come out. Ooh, unfortunate there for Rando. Takes a death on Portal. Is that not allowed? There you go. See, I should have known better than to open with a serious snake based on the snakes that are being named by chat at the moment. We've got solid snake, liquid snake, punish snake, old snake, gummy snake, naked snake, snake in the hole. Silly me for forgetting that this is StruggleR and I shouldn't take any questions seriously.
See, that's my first mistake. I take everything I take everything very literally.
Fortunate death for Garlips there as well, whilst Rando appears to be progressing through Portal just fine.
Yeah, both players still working on their board right now. Rando being 1 board ahead.
There's probably someone, there's always someone who's watching this and thinking like, how do you even die? You just have to control the snake and pick up apples. Snake teaches a sort of a sense of spatial awareness, and it also an unfortunate death for Rando there. I think one of the things I've learned from Snake is that I have unironically applied to other elements of gaming is that the path, the straightest path, is not always the best path. A lot of especially once you hit about 20, once you hit that score, you're actually more managing the length of your snake than you are trying to get to the next fruit. And you're trying to balance the two at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. You want to manage the body of your snake very well to not like wall yourself out, or make it difficult for yourself essentially. So what you see sometimes, and I think Rando's been doing it occasionally, I think Garlips may be doing that too, is that they would coil up the snake to like kind of stack it horizontally or vertically along, like in several rows in succession, so then it takes up less space on the board.
Unlucky for Garlips. Big death there at 36 fruit. But yes, exactly.
Going to set back a lot.
Rando's been doing it a lot. I think Garlips has done it once or twice, but Rando's been doing it quite a lot. Oh, big death for Rando there as well.
Very unfortunate. Both players being very close to clearing their boards, but just not quite there.
I think
We're
that death.
one. Well,
yeah,
not really square one, but you get the idea.
That death for Rando there was very much a just sort of lost track of where the snake was coming out of the portal, pushed down instead of up. Unfortunate, but that does happen on this map. This was the first of many maps that I started complaining about.
As I said earlier, this game is diabolical. Some of these boards variants, they're wild. Some of them are pretty chill. We might see a few of those later, but right now we're still struggling, as is tradition.
Hey now, Tan, I just did a Gladiators intro. You think I'm snaking out of anything today? I might. Ask away. Unfortunate death there for Rando once again. Garlips on 38. It's all to play for. Can Garlips make it to Portal before... There it is! 40 for Garlips. He now moves on to Portal.
Well, he has to set it to Portal first. There it is. Alright. Both our players on the same board now. Question for races, do you feel rattled? We need to write that down, absolutely.
So far, questions for racers, I have favourite species of snake and whether they feel rattled. If I've missed your question, now is the time to shout. With regards to Tan's question, if I was a snacking snake, I wouldn't get long at all because it requires movement for food, and I would rather be the kind of snake that just sits there with its mouth open all day, waiting for things to fall in. So I would be a snacking snake that game overs immediately. If I had to pick a favourite fruit, though, which is what I think you're getting at, my favourite fruit is passion fruit. So if I could get away with being a snacking snake that snacks on but doesn't snack on passion fruit, I would be all about that.
Rando died again with 32.
Another death for both players there. Yosh, what about you? If you were a snacking snake, what kind of fruit would you eat to get long?
Fruit, huh?
To be fair, Tan said snack. It didn't specify fruit, so you could snack on not fruit.
Fair enough. I can't lie. I might just stick with apples. They're just nice. I don't see nothing wrong with apples.
Apples? No. Do you have a favourite apple? Let's dig into that a little bit.
Oh gosh. Let me I'm trying to find the 3 brands of apples that I've had. Oh gosh. If you put me on the spot there, I can't think of any.
That's quite all right. We don't do pressure here. It's quite all right. Mine is a pink lady. I'm very partial to a pink lady. I like my apples quite sweet. Oh, unfortunate death for Garlips there. Kranit asks, when we confirm, I can confirm you're both still racing. Can we squeeze in Serpently? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure the content. Are you saying I should say I can confirm you are both Serpently still racing? Okay, yeah, cool. That is what you were implying. Fine.
That is what I thought. Yeah.
I will make sure that is added just for you.
Another death from Rando. They're both still working on the board.
Hex did have a question that I have missed. Let me just find it.
Another death from Garlips there.
Oh no, I've written down favourite species of snake. We've got favourite species of snake and do you feel rattled? Do your best. I'm a snake. I'm a slivery little snaky snake. I don't even know where that's from, so I'm not sure I can guide them, but I will certainly ask them to.
Rando's in the 30s now, steadily making progress. Being patient with these apples here, with a very long snake here.
Question for the racers: when you look at a snake, do you think it's a really long nose or a really big shoelace?
Hmm. $37. 38 on Rando's side.
Sorry, Mr. Matt,
That's
I would
40.
never. Excellent, well done to Rando. I've got so many things to update here. I'm glad to have you with me, otherwise I'd just be silently typing away at my keyboard.
No worries. We're on to board number 4 now for Rando. This one's maybe a little bit more pleasant. This is cheese, in which every other segment of the snake is actually empty space that you can actually go through.
I spent
So
quite a
this
lot of time.
checkerboard.
Spent quite a lot of time experimenting with the length of the snake in cheese, and I found it quite difficult to actually get through my own segments. I kept hitting myself quite a lot.
Oh yeah, it's still not easy. Because like with the checkerboard, you can't just like it's not all free space, right? You're essentially filling out the dark squares on this checkerboard playing field. Yeah. But yeah, as a consequence of your snake being existing only in every other segment, the length of your snake is also double. So we'll see it span across a larger portion of the board over time.
Excellent navigation by Rando there. He's making this one look easy. I can assure you this one is not that easy. The space passing is very difficult when you are a cheese snake.
Oh yeah. It does look really pleasant if you get it right though. Like look at this. Poetry in motion. That's a little scary. That's a really
that was
no.
a big gamble there from Rando. Almost had it as well, but unfortunately fell short at the end there.
So close to a one shot.
Garlips still on portal board. Or didn't interpret his teleport too well. A couple of times there for Garlips. Really got to pay attention to where you're going to come out. Yeah, the problem, of course, with the cheese board snake is the board expects you to weave in and out of your snake to control space, which when you do the stacking that you saw Rando do there, not only does it take up more space because you're skipping tiles, but that entire segment of snake now can't be weaved through either.
Yeah, so instead of just stacking it every row, you almost want to stack it every other row.
Yes.
So then the gaps line up. $37 for Rando now.
38.
Oh,
Ooh,
oh,
excellent. Well done, Rando.
excellently done.
So we're going to go
Brandon has
to
2
board
points
number
ahead.
5 now, which is the Infini Snake, which is the one I mentioned earlier that has no border. It's very disorienting, I find.
Oh yeah, it just loops around. Look at it. Wow. It loops around infinitely. It's disorienting to play, but from a viewer's perspective, it's kind of mesmerizing. Look at all the snakes. Rando already on 30 on this board, making light work of it.
I imagine for a veteran computer science / snake player like Rando, this board is probably a nice break compared to what we had: wall, then portal, then cheese. Nice 40
Those are
there.
quite rad.
Rando first
That's a
times
one
that
shot.
board.
Alright. Moving on. This is a rather tough one, probably. This is twin. After eating every fruit, the head of the snake turns around and comes out from the tail of it. So you start gaining control from the other end of the snake.
Twin is such a mature name compared to what I was calling it. I'm proud of you.
Well, I'm reading it off of this document here.
Excellent. I was calling it butt snake for people in chat that are inevitably going to ask. I was calling this butt snake.
At that level, yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that thing of snake having the spatial awareness of where the snake body is occupying, that becomes like even more important here when you have to navigate to both ends of the snake.
It has its niche uses as well. We saw Rando already make use of it, but you don't need to worry about walling yourself in to collect a fruit, because obviously you will naturally break out of that wall when your tail becomes your head.
Oh my gosh, Python. That's such an obvious answer. Why didn't we go there? That's so good. Oh.
I was not asked what my favourite snake species was. I was just asked if I could name them.
I'm sort of ashamed for not putting in Python.
Wugger says Garlips believers in adder shambles. Boo! Boo! Python is a genus, not a species. This is why it took me so long to answer, because I'm like, how literal are we being about the word species here? Are we saying that Python is an acceptable answer, or are we going to go, actually, Python is not a species, it's a genus, and therefore it's not applicable for this line of questioning?
I see. I don't know I don't know my snake biology. I'm not really an expert in snake. I'm just here to hang out.
Xtree's question is very literal. Okay, fine. If they say adder, I will hit them with that. I will say it's at your request. But I am telling you now, I don't have the Wikipedia open for every single potential snake genus / species. So if they say something else, I'm not going to call them on that.
If we also ask the first question, X-Tree could be would probably have enough time to jump in and chat before we leave them.
Oh, boo, get out, Tan. In the bin.
Rando has had several deep runs into this twin board already. Not quite getting there. Meanwhile, Garlips still struggling on the portal board.
Yeah, Garlips still on portal, whilst Rando's making short work of Butt Snake. Sorry, I should call it twin. I should be professional. Oh, unlucky, Rando died there.
That's unfortunate.
Am I
Yeah,
gonna...
the tail just turned the corner, and I think he was expecting it to not have.
Am I gonna fight Kramit's corner when he kills a chicken for the bingo square killer dinosaur? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? I'll have a little bit of controversy.
30 on Garlips' side, unfortunate.
Nope. 4. A little bit less impressive. Just multiply that by 10. Couldn't play this for 5 minutes without rage quitting. Umaru, I was not exaggerating for the bit when I said at the start that I was close to crashing out while playing this yesterday. I was genuinely livid, like I was angry. I was so mad.
This is psychological warfare.
Garlips again didn't pay, and again that's 2 in a row now. Both he's not paying attention to where the snake comes out, and he keeps getting caught, just straight up headbutting a wall.
Rando tries sort of navigating the board around in a loop. That probably makes things way more manageable. Yeah, just one giant loop, just going all the way around, taking his time.
Yeah, I imagine that's one of the fun things that racing Snake actually does to the game of Snake.
That's 40.
Is, you know, our players could be like, oh, I could take all the time in the world. You know, I could loop around the board 7,000 times before eating this apple. But because they're racing, Rando doesn't know that Garlips is in portal hell right now. So Rando has to think about balancing the efficiency of picking up the fruit versus the safety of taking the longer routes. Kramit says this level is bullshit. Would you like to explain this level, Yosh?
Of course. This is winged. The fruits fly around and bounce around on the board. They bounce off walls. They bounce off the body of your snake. And well, we only have these items on the board right now. But they could, if there are other elements on the board, they on the playing field, the apples would, or the fruit would bounce off of them as well. Look at them. It's like the Pong ball or the DVD logo.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of them will like hit a corner. Well, that one kind of did, but
No, not with the speed that Rando is clearing this board. Rando's making this look easy. The chat sentiment is that this board is ridiculous and that they all dislike it, and it's making them angry. And I agree with them.
yeah, it can be quite infuriating to chase down the apple just flying away from you. But yeah,
37.
Rando just making quick work of it. Oh, that one's just stuck. That's 40.
And that's 40. That's a first time for Rando.
That's a one shot. Yin Yang. Ooh, this one's a tough one.
Oh, this
there
one
are two
can
snakes.
get in the bin.
Yeah, so there are two snakes here. The Rando is controlling the orange one, The purple one is a mirrored version. It will mirror your inputs, and well, it basically goes around the board like that.
As
you
you've
can
seen
see
it,
fruits of both
yeah.
snakes, but yeah, you go.
Oh, I was just going to say exactly what you were saying. Yeah, because Rando did it. You can use either snake to eat the fruit, but you have to be careful because what will happen is if you focus on your Gemini snake, as I was calling it, you'll put the wrong directional inputs in because it does not follow the inputs that you would put in.
Yes, it's mirrored. So being very conscious of the space being used. Splitting the board in half almost. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Veterans of StruggleR among you may remember a certain Buddha that appeared in Season 2 that had similar mechanics to this and may have made ERB a little upset.
But yeah, having to manage the space like very carefully and efficiently because you're working with essentially half of the board space. On top of having to like, and then on top of having to manage potentially the fruits spawning in on the opposite side or the side of the Gemini snake. This is gonna be tough. Miranda over here making rather efficient use of both snakes, actually.
Very clever. I don't have the brain to pass the second snake like that. I just try to ignore it and hope for the best.
Yeah, that's also a good way to go about it. In the meantime, oh, Garlips still stuck on Portal. I imagine he must be getting quite anxious now.
Yes, I think at this point, you know, typically our racers don't know how well they're doing versus their opponent. I think at this point, if you're Garlips, you sort of know that you've spent a sizable chunk of your time on Portal and that you are probably at least a little bit behind. The problem with modes like Portal especially, they require you to focus. And the more you fail, the harder it becomes because you start to get frustrated. And you start to try to catch up to where you were before by then rushing, which just inevitably leads to even more deaths.
Yeah, and the fatigue setting in. How many boards are we through? We're like 7 on Rando's side, 2 on Garlips. We're not even halfway done.
Yeah, so Rando's on board 8 at the moment. He's cleared 7. Garlips is on board 3. I think he's thinking about how he actually gets those, and he manages it. Yeah. So there is after a portal a tight window to input direction. So when it's in the corner like that, you have to hope for the best. And I think Garlips needs to do a little bit more of this. He was, you know, for that corner one, he was thinking about how he wanted to tackle it. And while he was doing that, he just had his snake moving, controlling space, but giving himself thinking time. And I think that's crucial to one like Portal. If you just give yourself the extra thinking time, it would save you more time in the long run than dying trying to rush it repeatedly.
Yeah, absolutely. Allowing yourself the space on the board to manage all of these moving parts.
Go at 38, 39.
Oh no! Oh
Uh-oh.
no!
Uh-oh.
He's stuck! We're back.
Unfortunate for Rando there.
Garlips still on this run on Portal.
Come on, cheer for Garlips. 37. Come on, Garlips. Lips of Gar. Oh,
Taking his time with it, that's good.
yeah, that's it, Garlips. You can approach it from the top or the bottom. There it is.
One
There
more.
it is, Garlips. It's free. It's free. Just pick it up.
There it is.
Yay!
Let's go.
Round of applause for Garlips. He gets his white whale. Finally clears Portal. He's off onto cheese.
Still a lot of catching up to do, but I imagine it will be. That has to be a huge relief leaving Portal after spending so much time on it.
Yeah, and you know there's still time to be saved. You know, we've seen Rando first time a couple of them, but he didn't first time cheese. So if Garlips first time's cheese, that's technically a little bit of time gained. He's still behind, but there are opportunities for Garlips to catch up if you're a Garlips fan.
Yes. He is absolutely still in the running.
Oh, unlucky.
Oh, both players failing there.
We'll be checking in with our players in about 20 minutes' time. So if you have any questions for them, do feel free to type them in the chat just to confirm so that you know whether you've been left out by accident or not. The questions we have are favourite species of snake, brackets literal, brackets adder is a genus, not a species. We've got do you feel rattled? We've got do your best, I'm a snake, I'm a slivery little snaky snake. And we've got, when you look at a snake, do you think it's a really long nose or a big shoelace? And then, of course, Kramit has asked me to sneak in the word serpently when we mention that they're still racing.
One of those four.
Kept you waiting. Huh?
One of those four didn't. I don't think one of those was a question.
Questions often include asking the players to do impersonations of things they've never heard of before.
I see.
Oh, Hextree was incorrecting me because the adder seems to be a species.
Adder is a species. It was Python.
That was Python. Damn it!
Yeah.
I incorrected myself.
It's okay. We spotted it now. We can fix our mistake.
Hold me accountable for my lack of snake knowledge. I apologize. Let pythons be pythons.
I'm glad you're doing.
Boo.
I'm glad you're doing this because I can't.
No, it's we have a lot of fun. Those of you who catch this on the VOD, we have a lot of fun here at the Wheel of Struggle community. It is always this silly, but in a good and enjoyable way. So I do recommend you stop on by, get yourselves involved, join the Discord, even if it's just to watch. There is no, because you are here, you must participate clause. You are allowed to be a spectator, an observer. And you're also allowed to volunteer to help with the commentary and the broadcasting as well. We do take guest commentators, like Yosh, of course.
I exist. Wow.
Yosh does exist, making their StruggleR debut by way of commentary. We totally allow it and encourage it. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is allowed to participate in whatever way makes them the most comfortable. Snake species knowledge is required. I will be retiring after this stream.
Yeah, same. I had I had one day on the job, and I'm immediately fired.
Question for chat then. Since you're harping on at me for my lack of snake knowledge, what is your favourite species of snake? And unlike Hextree, I will allow you to name a genus.
I think we've had that already.
They asked us.
But they gave their own responses.
Well, these are all new responses, so it was a valid question all the same. We've got Shoelace, Jake the Snake Roberts, Ekans, King Snake, David Hayter. I should have known better than to throw a question at chat, really.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened last time.
I
You
should
asked the same question.
have known better. The one from the Bible. Pliskin, Tsuchinoko, Trouser Snake. Okay. Okay. Another death for Garlips.
Yeah, both players still working on their boards.
Any more questions for chat? No, I've learned my lesson.
Wait, we could ask the racers for questions for chat.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yosh coming in with the brainwave. We're gonna say, do the racers have a question for chat?
We asked that last. We asked that last, so then we don't actually get the responses from chat.
You're on the exact same wavelength as me, as I've written down. Do the racers have a question for chat? End the interview before they find out the answer.
I love it.
Brilliant.
I love it.
Excellent. I knew you'd fit right in.
So, like, do I still get to work here? Am I?
Yes. Yeah. No. You know.
Okay, thank God.
You've earned your redemption.
Hooray! Both players on a pretty deep run now. 34 and 33.
Garlips looking for a way out of his cheesy body. He gets it. Oh, death for Rando.
Oh, that's setting him back a lot again. Meanwhile, Garlips, if he keeps
Controls
his cool,
the space nicely. He just needs to not rush. Oh, there it is.
Moving on.
You're one of the brave souls that bet on Garlips. That's what you want to see.
I think there are multiple souls now. Who bets on Garlips? But yeah, for anyone who wasn't here earlier, Garlips is now on borderless or whatever, the infinite loop, whatever.
Infinite Snake.
Infinite Snake. Yes, that's a much better name. The board loops around infinitely. It's kind of mesmerizing, but I'm sure it's very disorienting to play.
It says his heart always says Garlips. Oh, but only from the heart. Yeah, no, there's unfortunately, I once heard from Garlips that he was quite a good survival horror player. And to that end, I put everything I own on him to win a Resident Evil race. And he proceeded to lose it. And since then, I have never bet on Garlips. Except the additional times I bet on Garlips and they got angry about it because I lost those points too.
Garlips clearing Infinite Snake. That's a one-shot.
Excellent.
Moving on to Twin Snake, or whatever you call it now.
Butt Snake.
Yes.
I think we should keep Twin Snake. I think that's a little I think that's a little more professional. Do you know what? I think on this one we'll go with Twin Snake. No, Kramit, you are mistaken. That is a jar of dirt.
So what's our scores right now? Rando on 7, Garlips on 5. 2
Rando on
points apart.
7. Garlips on 5, yes. So Rando is on board number 8, which is our Yin Yang Gemini board.
Messed up
Well,
little piece of shit.
Yes. good way to describe it, I suppose. I wasn't expecting that. That caught me a little bit off guard. But yes. Garlips is on board number 6, our Twin Snakes board.
Both of them are refs. Rando took a while on this one as well. We'll see how Garlips tackles it.
Rando on
Oh,
37
Rando.
though, and he's got a nicely tucked away snake, which sets him up nicely to potentially finish this.
Yeah, very close now. Just one more after this. It's
That
right
should be free. That should be free.
There
Rando's
it is.
gonna get it. There we go. He's free of the hell that is whatever you want to call that board.
there. Donuts.
Donuts.
Okay, no. Alright, this is key. Or, well, I'm just gonna call it donuts, because it's a donut look, right?
The key is a donut. We've got to pick up the donut to pick up the fruit.
Yep, it's one after the other. Crucially, the box that the fruit is in before picking up the key is a solid wall. If you run into it, you die.
Oh, don't. I'm back in the environment where I have to be careful what I say, or else you get quoted. Oh, nice dodge from Rando there. Oh, unlucky! Death at 31 for Garlips there, and a death at 19 for Rando as well.
They just need to take their time. You have to be really patient with this.
That's why I like Garlips has often put the call out. So if you join our Discord and you want to do one of these races, there's not even an application form. You literally just join our Discord. We've got a forum place called Future Bouts. You say what you want to race in there and people will join it if they're interested. You can race anything, and some of our best races have been things that you will be like, why would you even race this? You may have seen one of our ads earlier. Someone's going to be racing paint, and we are currently racing Snake. So you can race anything, and half the fun of that is you get these games that traditionally rely on patience, and you're like, okay, I just need to be patient. But wait, I'm in a race. I can't be patient in a race. I've got to rush because a race means go fast, but I've still got to be patient, but I've got to go fast. And it can make some games surprisingly stressful when they otherwise
Oh
aren't.
yeah. Don't be hasty. Oh, P-Cross race. P-Cross race is going to be maddening, I think, for that reason. I'm so looking forward to the P-Cross race. I mean, I'm going to be there, but oh my gosh, that's going to be so much fun. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, so we've got plenty of races. There is a scheduled races chat channel in the Discord. If you want to look at the full schedule, we will also, of course, cover that later on in the stream as well.
Garlips on 37 on Twin Snake now. Careful. Taking his time. Yep. He's learning. He's learning the ways of the snake. That's 40.
Oh, yay, Garlips! Finally makes it onto the one that made Kramit angry. So here you go, Kramit. You can get angry all over again. Someone else is on the board.
Yep, this is winged. The fruits just move. They bounce around. They're having a jolly good time.
Goes on his
Kramit is
40th
not.
here.
Oh.
There it is.
Random moving on to Silkabon now. I think Garlips mentioned this earlier. Or was it you? I can't remember.
Garlips mentioned Sokoban.
Right, yeah. So what we have to do here is we have to push the crate onto the space on the board that's marked right there. And then the crate would break open and spawn a fruit right there. And then you can eat it. And then new crate spawns in, process and repeat. Yeah.
Interestingly, people might know this about me if from season 2 with mention of puzzle games. The Sokoban is actually my favorite type of puzzle. I hate Sokoban Snake. It stresses me out. Almost every other mode, Sokoban Snake just makes me angry.
Oh yeah. It's really hard to push this crate around, especially when your snake just runs around a board at a constant speed. Like it's quite unwieldy. And
you just saw a really important mechanic by Rando there a couple of boxes ago. If you get the box flush with the wall and you don't want it, and you need it not flush with the wall, unlike a Sokoban where you need to reset the entire board, if you push the box out of bounds, it will teleport back into the middle of the board.
Yeah, the wall will sort of open up. It will not open up for you. You will die.
No, it will not open up for you. If you go into the wall, you will die. But you can push the box into the wall and it will teleport back in. Oh, unlucky.
Rando had me play a Sokoban game, a Sokoban-like puzzle game the other day. I realized I just do not enjoy Sokoban. There are some games that... No, pushing boxes is like, okay. There are some games that do it well. Like, I played through the entirety of Steven's Sausage Roll. Like, that game, I don't mind it as much because, like, every level they're trying to get you to do something new. And then every section they're doing something brand new. Not all the games do that, though. That's kind of my gripe against it.
I'm going to do something stupid. Chat, do you have a favourite puzzle? I, of course, I like the Sokoban, and I like Lights Out is another great puzzle that I enjoy. And I also enjoy, it's called Mastermind. It's a bit like Wordle.
Oh, that's a good one too, yeah.
Mara likes the Sokoban. Ramit likes a jigsaw puzzle. Can't tell if that's serious or if you're trolling. I feel like I should have known better than to ask that. 100% serious. Okay. DMAC and Mr. Mad Internet enjoy Mastermind. Markman says Bubble Bath Babes on the NES is his favourite puzzle. I'm gonna age myself a little bit.
Puzzle type.
Ooh.
It's hard to tell. I mean, as much as I enjoy like playing puzzle games and whatnot, I haven't really played that many. Oh, Garlips is done.
Oh, excellent. Well done, Garlips. He's now on...
This is, what is it called? Yin Yang.
Yin Yang or Gemini. The symbol is Yin Yang, but this is more of a Gemini-like behavior, isn't it? You have a twin that mirrors you. Rubik's Cube is a puzzle. Yes, yeah, Rubik's Cube is a puzzle.
I'm out here thinking about all these like modern-ish indie puzzle games. I don't think I'm in the right headspace for this.
Yeah,
you know
see,
what? I'm going to...
I like logic puzzles as well. They sort of tie into my day job, but I have to be in the right mindset for them. I'm either really in the mood for a logic puzzle, or if you give me a logic puzzle, I'm going to think that I've done something to offend you and you hate me.
Deck building is a puzzle.
I would agree. I would agree.
Okay. I mean, yeah, fair enough.
I don't know if any of you... I take any excuse to shill this studio because they're literally my favourite game studio, but if you've ever played a Project Moon deck builder, that's almost certainly a puzzle.
See, I'm so invested in like roguelikes like Slay the Spire and whatnot. When people say deck builder, I immediately go to that, which I know has a lot more RNG involved than just being a simple puzzle. Or being puzzle like.
No, I definitely can understand that. Hex Tree, of course, says most deck building sees more strategy. I think it depends on the context. I think if you're thinking like deck building for Magic the Gathering, that's definitely a strategy. Slay the Spire, you know, you're coming up with like a strategy. But then I think like Library of Ruiner, where the bosses really have like one specific way to beat them, and you've got a deck build to meet that. I'd say that that's a puzzle.
Yeah. All right.
Oh dear, Garlips.
Yeah, although.
He made the mistake of making the snake go from one end to the other, from which there is no escape.
My favorite puzzle is human interactions.
Oh, who said that?
Mr. Matt.
Oh, Mr. Matt Internet. That is brilliant. How do you win games without spending any money? Play the right.
I don't know how. I don't know how you like figure out human interactions. How do you do that?
I found that losing the ability to feel shame worked real nice for me. You stop caring what people think of you, it becomes a lot easier.
That's true. That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
Depends on your poison, Cram. If you play Magic the Gathering, I recommend buying singles to build a specific deck. You can get pretty good decks for, I would say, a reasonable amount of money, but even that's not reasonable to some.
Rando with a clear.
Excellent. And another advance for Rando. If your poison's Pokemon, make friends with a card shark.
Speaking of poison, this is poison, the board. There are two fruits. One of them is regular. Rando is just going for the red one, as you can see. The gray one is a poisonous fruit, and if you eat it, you will lose control of the snake. It will spam random inputs. It will probably die. Don't touch it. But like, compared to the other ones, this one's not so bad. Just avoid the gray ominous fruit and get the other one. Otherwise, it's pretty much just regular snake.
Yeah, I found this one is largely just regular snake with one tile that you're not allowed to touch, which is, you know, in many ways it's the same as as key, because you weren't allowed to touch the key until you opened it.
So this one's a rather a slightly tamer, more relaxing one. Before we keep going.
So we are approaching the hour mark. I'm going to do a final call for questions now before we check in with our runners. While chat attempt to come up with a last-minute doozy, Yosh, which of our racers would you like to check in with first?
Well, Rando's in the lead, and Rando just completed another the poison board. On to number 12 now. I'll just quickly go through this one real quick before we go talk to Rando. Dimension, this is Dimension. It's essentially 2 layers of snake. There's 2 fruits, 2 layers of snake. Once you eat the fruits, you travel to the other layer. That's the more see-through one. This one's also rather tame because, I mean, the body of the snake just sort of gets out of the way. But yeah, I think we should go talk to Rando first.
You certainly will. I'm just doing a final question check at the request of the Tanimal. Tan asks if I've got a question from them. Just double checking. I appear not to have written down a question for you, so I'm going to scroll up and see if I can find it. Aha! If you were a snacking snake, what kind of snake would you be? What would you snack on to get long? Yes, that one.
Oh,
'Cause I
Garlips
answered-
finished one.
I answered it. Well done, Garlips. Sorry, Tan.
Garlips is out of the yang.
Got it now. And notably, Garlips spent a lot less time there than Randomised did.
I think so. Rando also moving on to another one now. They're crushing it. They're clearing them out. So like they're clearing all these out. Like we have a bunch of rather simpler ones in a row here. What we're seeing in Rando's screen right now. This is Minesweeper. Every fruit that is eaten, a mine or a flag spawns in, and after when you enter the mine's vicinity and it starts ticking down, it has 4 ticks. After 4 ticks, it blows up, and if your snake's head is inside of it, you die. I don't think this is how you play Minesweeper, but we'll roll with it.
Please tell Garlics Lamau poo poo Lamau. Okay, I'll get right on that.
I feel like one of these messages was a lot nicer than the other. Can't really put my finger on it though.
So I'm just writing it down, and then we'll go straight to Rando once I've written it down.
Of course. Oh, Rando with an unfortunate death here.
Right. So while we are talking to the players, of course, try not to mention the progress of the other player.
Of course.
Please ask Random, do you miss me, lad?
We'll just
remember
we'll
that.
just ignore Garlips' screen for a little while.
Chat, you will have to pay attention for yourselves for a little while we talk to our racers. Right.
I'll keep track.
Right.
I can.
We are going to unmute Rando in 3, 2, 1. Hello, Randomised. You are live on Channel 4. Please do not swear.
Okay, good to know.
I swore earlier.
Yeah, well, we've sworn a lot. We've sworn a lot. We've got some questions from chat for you, but first, how do you feel this race is going for you?
I feel like it's going pretty well. I did get stuck on a couple of them for quite a long time, but I think that's like, I was expecting that. I'm not surprised.
Excellent.
There's some really
Yeah.
tough ones in the rotation.
So you'd say you're in
Sure.
quite high spirits at the moment, then?
Yeah, I'm feeling good.
I mean,
Excellent.
we saw you complete a couple of them in one shot, like no failures. So that
Yeah,
has to
there was
be
a couple of the ones I was like really worried about, like the one with the key or the Sokoban one. Those take really long, so failing those is pretty devastating. So the fact that I managed to get through those ones relatively painless was pretty good.
Look at you completing right now.
Oh yeah, so I didn't even notice. It's like I
I'm
didn't
sorry,
even notice. It was,
Oh,
should have
oh.
something good.
Racer assist. The entire race is null and void. Garlips is going to have a field day with that. No.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No. I'm just teasing. But we do have
gonna get fired
a...
again.
Yeah, maybe. You've already been fired once. So, you know. It's three firings and you're actually fired. No.
Oh dear.
All jokes aside, we have a bunch of questions from a very excited chat if you are prepared to hear them.
Sure.
Rando? Excellent.
yeah, sure, go ahead.
I'm going to start with this one because it's actually quite nice. Markman59 says, "Welcome to StruggleR. I hope your debut has been fun and all your dreams come true." I am aware that's not a question, but it was submitted as one.
Well, I appreciate it. I feel very welcomed and I'm having a lot of fun.
Excellent. That's lovely to hear. Mr. Matt Internet asks you, did you miss me, lad? Did you?
Yes, I'm happy to hear from you again, Matt.
Excellent. Hextree asks, what's your favourite species of snake?
My goodness. That's a very difficult question.
Is it
Can you
difficult
name
because you
one
don't know
species of
many
snake?
snakes, or is it difficult because you have so many favourites?
I know a couple snakes. I'm gonna go with Python just because I like the programming language.
Okay, I'm just going to forewarn this that he foresaw this answer and also included this as part of the question if the answer was given. Actually, Python is a genus and not a species.
Oh no! I've been outed as a fake snake fan. Okay, I'll say Cobra then.
Okay.
Well, that's a good one.
We're not going to give him the chance to come in with the perfect impression. That was an impression of you. Sorry, I've upset Hextree by doing an impression of him that wasn't an impression. Umaru asks, "Do you feel rattled?"
You know what? Slightly. I was a bit rattled earlier because I think I had 2 times where I got 39 points exactly.
Yeah.
Which is like 1 away from the required score, and that rattled me. That was pretty upsetting.
Now, Tata asks, and it's okay if you don't know the source material for this, because I don't know the source material for this. You are allowed to just repeat the phrase back. Tata asks, can you do your best, I'm a snake, I'm a slivery little snaky snake?
I'm a snake. I'm a slithery little snake. I don't know if that's a reference to something either.
It is apparently a reference, but I don't know it either, so I can't even guide you on what to perform. But I think that was perfect. All the very same.
Like very, you know, the thing that that everyone does when they do a snake voice, where they enunciate their S's.
Yes, of course. Chat is mad at me because actually the rattled question was not from Umaru, it was from Wugger. So there you go. Correcting the record there. Mr. Matt asks, when you look at a snake, do you think it's a really long nose or a big shoelace?
Definitely a big shoelace.
Good answer. Kramit asks, kept you waiting, huh?
That's not a question either.
It's got huh at the end.
No, it ends with a question mark.
Yeah, it ends with a question mark.
I'll accept it as a question. My answer is no.
Excellent.
I kept you waiting during the archipelago we did.
Can Hobby10 asks, if you were a snacking snake, what kind of snake would you be, and what would you snack on to get long?
I'm trying to think. What do you? I think like something small and easily digestible would be ideal for a snake. I don't know. Maybe like an apple. I don't think is really suitable because it's got like the core. So maybe like a something without a core. Maybe just like little Haribo sweets.
I'm really proud of your commitment to take that question seriously. That's very impressive. Well done. DMAC asks, would you rather grow exponentially long or exponentially wide?
I think exponentially long would be much easier to live life as. I feel like I'd have a lot of difficulties if I was exponentially wide.
Okay. I think that's a solid answer. You will. I feel like if you're exponentially long, you will eventually run out of oxygen as you ascend.
Perhaps. I can be on my side though.
And this.
And then you transform and become exponentially wide.
That's true.
And this question was sort of a double team from Yorsh and Wugger. Do you have a question for chat?
Are you enjoying the little snake bleep bloops?
Excellent.
That's my question.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Randomised. We will be checking in with you in an hour's time. Good luck.
All right.
And enjoy
Good luck.
your race.
Thank you.
I have one last thing to say before we meet them. I can confirm you are both serpently still racing.
Oh.
And then I muted him as he said something. You don't get to talk to me!
Fantastic. Brilliant. I love it.
Let's go on over to Garlips. He's a Garlips, he's a Garlips. He's a Garlips, he's a Garlips, he's a Garlips. He's a Garlips, he's a Garlips, he's a Garlips. Oh, he's a Garlips. Oh, come on, rock me, Garlips.
I'm a Garlips. Hello.
He's Garlips.
Is the race still going then?
I'm upset that there is currently a Snake Scandals tab in chat going on for the amount of mistakes that I make. I feel attacked. We've got some questions for you, Garlips, but before we go into the chat...
You're doing a great job, Floof.
Thank you.
Ignore chat. They don't know what they're talking about.
Before we go into the chat questions,
Okay.
how do you feel your race is going at the moment?
Well, I am doing... I got through... Oh, fuck. I got past the first one, so I'm happy. Is what I was going to say. And I don't know how many deep I am, but I think it's nearing 10, so I'm like, I'll take that. That's good.
Sokoban would be the one you're on right now. Sokoban would be number 10. Yes.
Oh right. Okay. Excellent. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself for the most part. I mean, you do kind of get into a zen with it. The problem is that I do my best at it when I get into a zen with it, but sometimes then autopilot takes over and then I walk into a wall or on myself, that kind of thing. Sorry, you have questions, right?
No, I just thought we'd let you make some noises for a bit there. That was interesting. I really feel like I'm connecting with you on a new level, and it's making me have some questions, but not like the questions you're about to receive now. Garlips, I'm not going to tell you who this question is from. It says Lamau Poo Poo Lamau.
Lamau Poo Poo Lamau.
Lamau Poo Poo Lamau. Yes, well done. That didn't even take like a modicum of thought.
We have a shorthand, you know.
Yeah. We've got how many radishes would you eat if you are a purple snake?
About 40, give or take.
That's
a good amount, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that question came to you from Umaru. DBAC asks, would you rather grow exponentially long or exponentially wide?
Well, seeing as I'm afflicted with the second, I'll take the first. Like, personally. Oh, fuck. I'm not paying attention now. Well done, DMAC. Ugh.
Tan asks, if you were a snacking snake, what kind of snake would you be, and what would you snack on to get long?
I haven't really put much thought into this, but reticulated python, and I would eat tunnocks. Tunnocks. What are those things? The snow cake things? You know, the ones with the like. No, what's the one? What's the one with the mallow inside? I forget. It's got like a shortbread biscuit and a mallow, and it's covered in chocolate. It's dome shaped.
Tea cakes.
Tea cakes, that's it. Why couldn't I think of that? Probably because I'm trying to highlight a fucking snake. So yeah, I would eat those, which are readily available, I think, in most forests. So.
Yep. Tea cakes actually grow on bushes.
I'm pretty sure they're vegan as well, so I'd feel really good about it.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
There's recently been developments in truffle pigs. They can find two things. They can find truffles, but they can also find tea cakes.
Oh, nice! I need to get me some of those.
Okay, I don't know how we went down that path. Kramit asks, "Kept you waiting, huh?"
Sure did.
Excellent.
This snake is not as cool as Solid Snake. I'm gonna say it. I mean, I picked the color and everything, so I'm sorry to my snake in advance, but no one's as cool as Solid Snake. But I'm trying, you know. Sokoban is definitely like the next step towards coolness, right?
Sokoban.
Yeah, it's hard to be fair.
Sokoban is a great puzzle. We've had a bunch of puzzle conversations in chat, which I'm sure you'll be thrilled to go back into the VOD and watch.
Oh, lovely, yeah.
Mr. Matt Internet asks, when you look at a snake, do you think it's a really long nose or a really big shoelace?
I don't think about long noses because, like, you know, it's got those like slits at the front. That kind of like through conditioning, I guess, of like popular wizarding franchise, I've come to know those slits as a nose. So I don't think of the rest of the animal as an extension of a nose. So I guess I would have to go with the shoelace. I mean, they do kind of look like shoelaces, especially the small ones.
Okay.
But thank you, Mr. Matt, for the incredibly insightful question there.
Tater says, can you do your best? I'm a snake. I'm a slivery little snaky snake.
Fuck's sake. Oh wait, no, I know how to offend. Let's do it in a Scottish accent. I'll piss off everybody. What was it again?
I'm a snake. I'm a slivery little snaky snake.
Oh come on, my snake trousers, etc.
Excellent. I don't think that was what Tater was looking for, but I think it was better. Incidentally, Tater insists that it's from a popular meme, and nobody participating in this stream, aside from chat, has known what it is.
I've heard it before.
Okay.
I think you've got to be like 100 years old, like me and Tater.
I see. Sort of the Discovery of Fire level meme. It was there on the caves. Somewhere around there, yeah. Prometheus.com. The attribute has now been corrected. Wugger asks, do you feel rattled?
Hey! Yes, quite. But I'm so glad I got past the yin yang. That was the one that was really giving me issues in practice today. So, I mean, I don't mind if I spend the rest of the race at Sokoban, to be honest.
Cool. I'm glad you've resigned yourself to staying in Sokoban instead of, driving the competition forward. You're just like, do you know what? I like Sokoban so much. I'm setting up a tent, and this is where I live now.
It is where I live now, but like every so often, I do get a surprise upgrade that I'm not expecting. I get to move on to the next one.
Fantastic. Hex asks, what's your favourite species of snake?
Well, again, I quite like those coral snakes. They've got like really nice colours, like the special ones that are like they're fuck off red because like you're not supposed to eat them because they're poisonous, but they might not actually be poisonous. That's a lie. Those kind of snakes.
Colourful snakes.
Yeah, colourful snakes.
Okay. I will check Wikipedia after we've muted you for the species colourful snakes.
Thank you.
And I'll let you know if it's there. But
I mean, given what chat has given us, I think we should accept colourful snakes.
Yes,
I think that's
I mean, so I erroneously forgot that this was a StruggleR stream, and I made the mistake of asking chat questions. It's been an adventure on our end.
Don't worry, by the end of the season, you'll have remembered again.
I'll have remembered just in time for the season to be over.
Yeah, and we'll forget it all over again when the next one comes around.
Yeah.
Excellent. This final question is a sort of double team from Wugger and Yosh, actually. And it's, do you have a question for chat?
I do. I do actually have a question for chat, and I'm glad you asked. Are you listening, chat? Because here it comes. Where the fuck are you, chat? Why aren't you playing Snake? Why aren't you in this race? Is it because you're clutching your 100% win victory because you're scared to play anything that you don't usually play? Or maybe it's just because, Garlips is intimidating, which I understand. I understand completely. But you should be here, chat. You should be here playing this game with us. Why aren't you?
That's a really hard question. I feel called out.
It's profound. Profound, I think, is that. Scholars will speak of this question.
Look, I find chat has quite an antagonistic relationship with me, so I pay it back,
Can't imagine why. That came across as a bit sarcastic. Sorry, I'm supposed to be impartial, not lashing out.
No, honestly, fair fucks, yeah.
And on that bombshell, I can confirm that you are both serpently still racing, and we will touch base with you.
Did you just say serpently?
No. We will touch base
okay.
with you. We will touch base with you later on.
Could you do it? Could you do it again and say serpently still racing, please?
Yeah, sure. We are certainly still racing.
No. Okay, fine.
I'm going to take specific credit for that. For that.
I'll serpently see you later, chat.
You serpently will.
Oh, that's great.
Oh, there you go. That's as I forewarned, the interview sections are one of the highlights of the races. The races themselves contain good gameplay, and they can be a lot of fun, but we love a good interview. Now, I'm going to update Rando, which I should have done ages ago. Our players should now be on the correct score for their boards.
Yeah, so just to catch us up, Garlips, as we discussed earlier, Garlips is now on board number 10, Sokoban. Sokoban, he's completed 9. Rando is now on number 14, Statue. When you eat a fruit, the body of your snake becomes, well, it transforms into stone. That becomes a solid wall, you cannot go through it, and it will break down after some amount of apples eaten. It's really tricky, this one. Rando's been on this one for quite a while now.
Garlips, living up to his promise, he said to us in the interview just then, he's going to spend forever in Sokoban, and he's certainly going about that the right way.
Yeah, Rando did mention this as well. Sokoban and some of the other ones just take a very long time, so...
The one that Rando is stuck on at the moment, Statue, this actually takes quite a long time, because so much of your snake becomes a wall. You spend so much time navigating to the next fruit that when you die on this stage, it wastes a considerable amount of time.
Whereas things like Key and Sokoban aren't necessarily difficult, they just take time. Statue is one of these that are just difficult, and you just have to be really careful with it.
So, yeah, while we're in the interview segment there, you'll be pleased to know that Hobbytan has started a counter for my creative decisions. We're at snake scandals of 3 at the moment. I don't know what I did for the third one, but I am almost certain that I deserved it.
Can we get another prediction for how many? What's the number of the what's the number we'll get to by the end of the stream?
I don't know if we can run multiple predictions at the same time.
Ah, right, yeah.
We can do a poll, though. We can do a poll.
I'll do.
Question.
Hobbytan in chat. I see a lot of puzzle fans in tonight. A recommendation for y'all if you like special logic puzzles. Plant Plots. £4.29 on Steam. I will go look at that right now, actually. Plant Plots. Game. I also see in Sky is 80% off. Very good. Yes, that one's a very good one.
You might be able to do 2 bets at the same time. I admittedly didn't try. I don't think it lets you, but I didn't try. I just made a poll.
Ah, this game looks delightful. Yeah, and it has a demo. Hell yeah. Okay, well, that's my shout out for the stream. Shout outs to Plant Plots.
There you go, everyone. Feel free to shout out your favorite games on Steam right now.
This game that I've seen, I've only seen Steam the images on the Steam store page. A worthy shout out goes to Love.
Oh, violating my trust there, Tan. If you can't use the shout out feature responsibly, don't use it at all. You didn't do it. Oh, you just picked up the blame. I'm blaming you anyway.
I mean, Floof is most certainly doing a fantastic job here.
Thank you. You're doing fantastic as well. It's been a pleasure to have you with me. Most importantly, paying attention to stuff while I edit 1,000 text files.
Oh yeah, I bet this would be so difficult to do, just like solo commentating.
No. If you typo, it doesn't count, Tan.
Cozy, stress-free games. Darkest Dungeons is less than £3 right now. Cozy, stress-free games, for sure.
Hold on, something doesn't quite connect there. But one thing Darkest Dungeon taught me, or I suppose it should remind me, because actually Bastion taught me, is I love a narrator with a deep voice. There's just something about it in games that is absolutely fantastic. And I get immediate voice envy whenever the narrator in Darkest Dungeon talks about prodigious size not dissuading the sharpened blade. It gives me goosebumps. I'm like, I wish I could sound like that.
That's awesome. I can see that, yeah. Oh no,
unfortunate death for Garlips, and he was so far into Sokoban as well.
I was gonna shout that out on 32. He was taking his time, but got backed into a corner anyway. That's so unfortunate. Brando trying to get this one in the corner. Oh no!
Oh, unlucky.
Just barely missed it like 2 or 3 times and then hit the wall on the way back anyway. Yes, this one, the statue is... This one's rough. This one's just really rough.
X-Tree comes in with a little lore. He mentions that Darkest Dungeon was something like the 3rd Wheel of Struggle game ever. If you missed the plug at the start, of course, we select a bunch of games for an arbitrary season, and they got, until recently, they got progressively longer. So we were having like 22 games in a season at one point, and they were getting quite long and unwieldy. The most recent season, they cut it back. But yeah, the very first season, I think, Darkest Dungeon featured in, and the earlier seasons had some really mean rule sets as well, so I'm sure that was loads of fun to play for 5 hours.
Wow. I mean, I don't know that much about Darkest Dungeon. I haven't played it myself.
Oh, 7 hours.
I haven't seen... 7 hour count, wow. I haven't seen a whole lot of it either, but what I do know is that it is extremely punishing. So, learning that it was featured in a Wheel of Struggle season, very appropriate, but also, wow, that must be brutal.
Yeah, and it's very interesting because the wheel is divided. And when I say divided, it makes it sound like there's conflict. It's friendly divided between those who seek the true struggle game. They want those really difficult games back. They want to be forced to play ET or beat bloody stupid Tekken story modes on the hardest difficulty, or play GoldenEye without moving the controls, being able to adjust the controls. And there are those who are like, no, we just like playing games instead. With silly rule sets. Fallout Pencils is a great example of a silly rule set over a difficult rule set. We just had to collect pencils in Fallout.
Yeah, that just sounds like a jolly good time.
Tater asks, what was the one that Deki did the dance for? That was Dark Cloud. That's an RPG. And it wasn't particularly difficult, I don't think. It wasn't difficult for me because I knew the game, but I don't remember if other people found it difficult. We did do Dark Cloud on Wheel of Struggle Town. It was season 4 or 5. The general consensus with Dark Cloud was it was a very fun game, but it was not a game that benefited from being time-gated because it was an RPG and there were like base building mechanics and stuff. The general rule of thumb was that people liked the game. A lot of people went back to finish the game. Unfortunate death for Garlips there. And a death for Rando as well.
Yeah.
A lot of
Both
people
players.
finished... Go on.
Yeah, no, you could go.
I was just going to say,
I was
both
gonna
people...
talk about Snake.
Both people, you're doing the smart thing, whereas I'm going to say most people went to finish Dark Cloud in their own time after the wheel and really enjoyed it. But it was the fact that the wheel has the 5-hour time limit that made people think Dark Cloud wasn't really suitable for the wheel.
Yeah, I can see that. I mean, there's only so much you can talk about Google Snake, right?
No, I demand 3 hours of non-stop Google Snake. The people want it.
Well, we're getting it right now. Sort of. I don't know if we're gonna get 3 hours. Maybe. Hopefully not.
I will point out, chat, although the estimate says 4 hours, the racers agreed in the thread this morning that they would use 3 hours for this race. So, an hour and a half. We're at the halfway point of this race for a potential mercy kill if our players don't conclude.
Yeah, looking at the scores, Rando on 13, just about halfway done. Garlips on 9, still on Sakuban for a really long while now. He's really calling. Yeah, he said in the interview, really making this his own.
And you know, I can respect that. As a lover of Sokoban, I'm happy. He's happy. It says 5 hours is just about long enough to get out of a Fire Emblem tutorial. Ain't that the truth? Takes about 70 hours to get out of the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 tutorial, because 80% of the game is a tutorial.
Rando making some insane moves right now.
I'm not quite sure what Garlips was doing, but I guess he's just having the time of his life. Unlucky death from Rando there. I really thought he was playing well.
Yeah. I mean, despite that, we're still looking at like 22, 24. We've not even broken past 30 yet.
This one is difficult. Statues was one of the many that reached my breaking point. I didn't like statues, and I especially didn't like when I was doing Blender. Blender was giving me statues quite a lot. That was making me angry.
For those of you who aren't aware, Blender is our final board on this race. It takes 2 random rules from the boards that we've seen thus far, or I say thus far, in the entire game. It takes 2 random ones, puts them together, and then you have to play both. You have to play by both throughs at once. So you could have, like for example, statue and whatever the flying fruits was. You could have Sokoban and key, for example. I actually don't know if that's possible. Unfortunate from Rando there as well. But yeah, that Blender is the final one, sort of the send-off finale final boss. We'll see if we can get there. From the looks of things, maybe statue is taking so much time. I don't know if we're gonna see it actually.
I'm not sure. At this rate, I'm not sure we will see Blender. Statue is getting the better of Rando here a little bit.
Yeah, I think Rando has been on Statue since we started doing the interviews, and it's been at least half an hour since then now. At this point. And Garlips, similarly, I believe, has been on Sokoban for a similar amount of time as well.
Wow, I'm sure they're having the time of their life, and I can't help but get a little bit excited because I'm filled with joy realizing that I don't have to do this.
Oh yes. I'm so happy I'm here with you right now.
As opposed to playing Snake for 3 hours.
Yeah. Sokoban, ain't that a thing Mormons do? Look, I don't know anything about them.
I think that joke exceeds my intelligence stat, I'm afraid, Mr. Matt Internet. I didn't follow that one. Hold on. Why does Yorsh get the wholesome quotes, and I get all the quotes, and I get all the quotes that make me sound like I stand on a street corner for a living?
Yeah, I mean, that's people love me. Oh my gosh, I love being here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really nice. The newbies over there won't come back. We'll see.
Oh, that's a next tier joke, Mr. Matt, and I appreciate it. I actually feel a little bit guilty for not getting it. It's very clever. I drank the Flavor Aid. What's your favourite flavour? I did it again. I didn't even think about it before I did it. Just
This can't go well.
No, I didn't say that. I did say that, but not in that context. Hobbytown says cherry. Now, I always ask this question because it is important and does make a difference to some people. When you say your favourite flavour is cherry, does that incorporate all cherry, including fresh cherries, or are you very specifically saying you like cherry flavoured things?
I suppose there's a bit of difference there, huh?
Yeah, so to give an example, my favourite flavouring is grape. I love the sheer syntheticness of like Fanta grape and Haichu grape. I just love that it doesn't taste like grape at all. I don't actually like real grapes that much.
Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I can see that. I can get behind that. Hobby-san, I'm a fruity person.
Mario's the same with pineapple. Synthetic pineapple better than real pineapple.
Mm. Sense of actual strawberries. That's a good one too.
Nice, I thought Rando was gonna... I was just about to say nice, I thought Rando was gonna die there. And then Rando died there. I do not care for Kiwi.
Kiwi's a weird little thing. Oh, Garlips' new record. That's right. Garlips really taking this time here. 34. The game really making him put in the work, pushing these boxes around.
He's doing it though. Just hope he doesn't choke.
That's 36. Yep, really taking his time. Coil around.
Oh. Oh.
37.
That's it. Patience, Garlips. Patience, Garlips. Good things come to those who wait for their Sokoban. Oh no! No!
Oh,
no! He choked.
No!
Yeah, he's having a moment here. You can see he's having a little moment.
Oh, that's heartbreaking. Oh no. All the way back.
That is heartbreaking. That is heartbreaking.
Mr. Matt immediately clipping it.
We like our moments of drama and tension here on the wheel. Makes good highlight reel territory.
Oh yeah. Brutal. Yeah, that was a brutal death.
Ooh, unlucky from Rando there. It's what he would have wanted. It is.
So yeah, both players are sort of massive setbacks. Well, Rando's been at it for a while. Garlips losing a ton of progress on Sokoban.
Amara pointing out that they're going to be on the same stage they were on for their first interviews.
Oh no. But yeah, speaking of interviews, do we have... Shall we get preparing for more questions?
Oh, I didn't really want to encourage chat, but yes, chat. There'll be another interview in 15 minutes' time. Would you like to hit me with some more questions? And I will try, emphasis on try, to attribute them both to the correct person and capture them.
Another death from Rando right there. It seems Rando's just been stuck, like, a lot. I don't know if it's the body length management of the snake or it's just pure luck. I mean, the statue walls, they break down in like somewhat random intervals. They break down eventually. Like they're guaranteed to break down in like, I don't know, 5 or 6 fruits eaten for each piece of the wall. But yeah, what the board actually looks like is very RNG dependent.
Can we just do the first interview again and pretend no time has passed? If I hadn't deleted the original questions, I would be all for that. But I don't have them.
We can reformulate it. It's okay. Hold on. Let's do this. We can do this.
Tater asks, question to both, what other animal would you prefer to play Snake as? It's a good question, Tater.
In the scale of 50 to 69, how much do you hate your current stage? I feel like that scale isn't quite enough for them, but we'll see, I suppose.
On a scale of 50 to 69. Hobbytan has asked for there's a snake in my boots.
Comes also encouraged to participate in the one. Hold on, what sort of voice do I want to do for this?
Mr. Matt has asked, have you ever popped googly eyes on and gone, time to get an apple? Aspirin or Adderall? I think Adderall has a different name in the UK, which I will look up in case it doesn't translate.
They're both like painkiller. They're both painkillers, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's not
least I
licensed. It's not licensed or prescribed in the UK at all.
Okay. Well, at least I got something right today. Hooray.
Nurofen or meth? One of those things is not like the other. I will, of course, ask that question, but one of those things is not like the other.
Wait, what if we just include... what if we just put... Can we just do the first interview again, return to the times past, and like just ask that as a question?
Oh, you want to ask that as a question?
Yeah. And really confuse them. And then we're not actually going to action on it.
No, it's too late. It's too late, Kramit. You've inspired a wave now, so we've got aspirin or Adderall, Nurofen or meth, and ibuprofen or cocaine. I can't wait to find those answers out. And then DMAC has asked, can we just do the first interview as if no time has passed? There we go.
Yeah, really put them on the spot.
Great questions, everyone. You've really delivered on this one.
I gotta start thinking of creative questions as well. Oh. We are about to figure out a lot about Garlips.
I know. I feel like I've mentioned how close I've grown to him a little bit too soon. Really need to know how he feels about meth.
Garlips on a death on 30. Another big setback. Mr. Manager says, question for both. As you see the snake die horrifically over and over, what is going through your mind? Absolutely brutal. I love it.
I'm quite impressed. These have been, like, at the very least tentatively linked to the game still. You know, it's not questions like, haha, wouldn't it be funny if you kissed a butt? Which
well, we kind of got there with the ibuprofen and whatever. But we
True.
can talk about that, I suppose. Rando seems to be taking a pause here. Oh no, never mind. Just taking a short break.
You're smart, DMAC.
Oh yes.
Smart. Well caught, mate. Well caught. I will endeavour to include that. DMAC, of course, our resident expert rule breaker, so knows all the ins and outs. Forgot to say I need pencils at the start of the Fallout pencils run, to great shock of the community.
Well, I mean, asking Garlips that question would be rather natural, but that question to Rando might be a little off-putting, I suppose, but we'll see. We'll do it anyway, it's fine.
It's all in good humour. It's all about the delivery. It's all in good humour. We're here to enjoy Racing Snake, put on a good show, have a good time, etc., etc. DMAC, of course, reminding us all that he has in fact served his time in Pencil Prison. was true. There was a bonus video for it and an apology video and everything.
Oh wow.
And there were no ukuleles involved.
That was a tough spot there for Rando. Meanwhile, Garlips, once again, slowly and surely making progress towards that 40. Just playing it really slow.
And I think we've sort of seen what Rando illustrated in their first interview. When Rando sort of said, Sokoban is one of those that when you die on it, you lose a lot of time. And we've sort of seen that because although both players have been stuck on the same level, what we've seen is actually Rando dying quite a lot repeatedly and Garlips dying less, but just losing so much time every single time he does.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yes, those of you who did not follow the incredible practice saga, Garlips has beaten every single one of the stages. What he didn't give an indication of is how long it took him to beat each of those stages, but he has beaten each of the stages.
I can't say the same.
I beat some of the stages.
I think I got 40 at least on the peaceful one. The peaceful one is just you can't die. That one's fun. That one's pretty chill.
Ooh.
Oh no, not again.
Like he didn't even push the button there. I think tilt is starting to get to Garlips. You can see he's still on that menu for a little bit.
Oh dear. Oh no. Yeah, we're seeing the tilt, we're seeing the fatigue kick in. From both players, really.
Yeah, interestingly, even when Rando has died, he's usually got quite a high score.
Yeah, he's consistently been making it. Well, I say that. He's sort of been consistently making 20s, like.
Well, I was going to point out,
frequently.
In the other stages, he's usually making like 30s when he dies, but in this, he's only making 20s. Was sort of what I was thinking,
yeah.
which gives an indication to just how infuriating Statue is, because you get into these situations that are just very difficult to navigate. And it happens a lot earlier, you know. He's only on, look at the state of his board, and he's only on the 14th fruit.
Yeah, like, a good chunk of the board is already locked out. The walls are sort of just everywhere. It's a mess. Having to navigate through that narrow corridor
You're probably right, Cram. Kramit's suggesting that statue probably requires border camping.
Yeah.
Probably right.
So, again, more management of that snake body, but Rando, as I can tell, is sort of just gunning for it, as if he's trying to make up time. And I don't know if that's going to... I don't think that's doing him much better.
No, and we've seen Rando's snake control throughout the earlier stages was very precise and very deliberate. And he sort of lost that precision, and yeah, he recognizes he's dead there, so he just ends the level. I think you're right. Rando is trying to make up lost time. He doesn't know that he doesn't need to right now, of course. He doesn't know he's still ahead of Garlips.
Yeah.
And in doing so, he's playing a bit impatient. And I think Kramit's right. I think if this is a board where you skirt around the edge and only go in to pick up the apple and then go straight back out to the edge, you manage the borders probably a lot better.
Yeah, both players just really struggling. Especially for the mental game, I imagine. This game being such a marathon, requiring so much focus throughout, the entire thing. Especially in the harder maps like Statue here. Really taking a toll on these racers.
Maro's suggesting that we let the racers take a break. See, I foresaw this. I foresaw snake fatigue getting in, and I suggested in the thread whether they would like a break. And they were both all proud and bold and brave, and they were like, nah, we don't need a break for this. I'm not being mean, I'm not torturing them. They requested no break. And now they have been hoisted by their own petard, I believe is the phrase.
Yeah. Most certainly. Rando is sort of starting to coil his snake around the edges a little bit more.
Yeah. This is better. Control that space.
We're sort of seeing a much cleaner middle right now. And then as that left side gets freed up, we'll get the space over there as well. That fruit spawning on the right there, that's rough.
Oh, that's such a silly mistake to make. Oh, I think
so
pressure and
much...
fatigue is starting to get to our racers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, especially with Statue, where so much of the board is restricted. It's just really easy to make a mistake like that.
Kramit's really doing his best to test the limits of auto mod today.
Oh, Rando probably ran off for a break.
Rando did say at one point he might grab a drink, in which case he will just grab the drink and also use it as a mental reset time at the same time.
Yeah. I think that's smart. I think this is a good idea.
Yeah, so I imagine that's what's happening there. Our players do have a help wanted button, so that if they were actually experiencing technical difficulties, they have a way to signal to us that they need a pause or a help. So we're just assuming that this is Rando grabbing a moment's break and a drink.
Yeah, I believe so. Meanwhile, Garlips still cracking at it. But a lot of that precision, I mean, Garlips has been playing quite well, throughout the entire thing as well, but that precision you can see is also... It's also gone for quite a bit.
Yep, 2 hours gone. We're into our final hour. Shall we bother Garlips while Rando is grabbing a drink?
Yeah, sure.
Do you know the Garlips man, the Garlips man, the Garlips man? Do you know the Garlips man? He lives in Sokoban.
I do. This is where I live.
You did say that like an hour ago, and now we're still here.
Is it really an hour?
Yeah.
It's
Why
been
do
an
you think
hour
we're
since our
here?
last interview.
Did you see the 39?
We saw the
Yeah.
39, we saw how it came to an end, and you'll be pleased to know some sadistic git in the chat even clipped it for you. So you can
Lovely.
watch it back and get
Thank
a
you.
play-by-play.
Fantastic.
How are you
Always
feeling,
rely on
Garlips?
chat to highlight my mistakes. I am tired.
I was going to say, forgive me if I'm making presumptions, but I've noticed a couple of times after a snake death, you've sort of paused for a minute. Would you say you're getting a little bit frustrated?
Yeah, it's like for all people know me for being loud and brash and quite explosive in my outbursts. But actually, I've got quite a high rage threshold. It's more just kind of like a slow breath, a pause, just to think about everything that led me up to this point in my life, the decisions I've made, that kind of thing. Reflective more than aggressive, I would say.
Yes, yeah, most certainly. Well, I don't know
Is
whether
this
this will
the
make.
kill?
No, I was going to say I don't know whether this makes. I don't know whether this makes your day better or worse. I've got questions in chat for you at the
fantastic.
2 hour mark, if you are willing to receive them.
Of course.
Excellent. We'll start with this first one. DMAC is asking, just for you, could we just do the first interview again and pretend that no time has passed?
Yeah, sure. Reticulated python, colored snakes. Yeah.
Wow, well remembered. Do you remember more about the first interview than I do? Tater has a question for you. He says, what other animal would you prefer to play Snake as?
Well, it would be remiss of me if I did not mention the fact that Tater and I have got a race coming up at the end of the season. It's the finale to season 4, and you definitely want to watch it. It's on Saturday, the 5th of September, and in one of those games, we play as a dog. I feel like a dog, could probably do a better job of this than a snake. Snakes are shit, really. They're like shoelaces, Mr. Matt said. So,
It's a solid answer. Umaru asks, on a scale of 50 to 69, how much do you hate your current stage?
well, I mean, the meme answer is 69, but I don't hate it. Like, actually, in practice, Sokoban went fairly well. I don't know what's happening to me. I think it's just my reaction time. But I don't hate it. Literally, I'm so happy I made it past Yin Yang that the rest is gravy. I mean, Yin Yang probably was like the last level though, so it's not saying much, but no, I don't have time for hate.
We believe in you, Garlips. You can do something.
You really shouldn't. But I mean, I'm having a go, and that's what StruggleR is all about.
Hobbytan would like your best impression of "There's a snake in my boot."
Oh, how much do you want? Shall I turn up the Texan? Shall
I
turn the Texan up
mean,
to 11?
I mean, Tan asked for your best.
There's a snake in my boots.
Excellent.
Oh, both of them.
I want to. I want to plot that one. Where's the standpoint?
They're shoelaces actually.
Ah, no, there you go. There you go. Soundboard applause for the legend that is Garlips. Mr. Matt asks, have you popped googly eyes on it and gone, time to get an apple?
Yes. And I'm presuming he means penis. Put googly eye on the penis.
It just says it.
Yeah, well, I think that's shorthand. I think we've all done it, haven't we?
Referred to a penis as it, or
No. Put googly eyes on it.
Do you know, I've lived.
You can move on to the next question.
I've lived such a long and colourful life. You know, I think you might.
And you're discovering now that you could have lived an even more colourful life by taking googly eyes. And, anyway.
I'm not sure I want to though.
Next time you're in a place with googly eyes, you'll think about it. And that, my work is done.
Not sure I want to.
No, you won't want to, but you will remember.
Yeah.
Wugger asks, aspirin or Adderall?
Oh, Adderall is like an American name, right? What is it for? It's like a... What's Adderall? It's
Well,
like a...
According to Google, it's not sold in the UK.
No, it's not. I think it's like, I think it's maybe for ADHD, I don't know. But anyway, the point is, I would take neither. Real men take Neuromol, 500 milligram.
If it's an ADHD med,
I wish I
then
had one right now.
everyone's saying it's an ADHD med. So based on the medication that I'm currently on, it's going to be methylphenidate or a variation of that.
Cool. I'll take the Neuromol.
Okay. Next question from Kramit is Nurofen or meth?
Oh, okay. Well, I've never tried meth. You know, and there's that voice inside that says you're almost 40. Go try some things, but I probably will stick to the Neuromol. Thanks.
Excellent. And then Umara asks ibuprofen or cocaine?
I'm sensing a bit of a trend here.
I've tried one of these things, and some of it's in Neuromol. It's the ibuprofen. So yeah, I mean, I wasn't expecting this many drugs questions, but I guess maybe these boxes contain drugs.
Yeah, you may or may not have noticed from the line of questioning that I've lost control of the chat.
Understandable. Are you sure we're not a mercy kill yet?
We're definitely not.
Shit. Okay.
Oh, we're 2 hours in.
I'm going to assume your answer was of course cocaine.
Why not? Yeah, sure.
Excellent. And I don't usually read out remarks from the chat, but Tan is pointing out it was bold of me to assume I ever had control of the chat. Probably
Again,
smart.
That sounds about right.
Tan has the wisdom.
Do you know what? You've survived to the last question. Mr. Matt asks for, and I don't know why he's asking this. I don't know what's inspired this question. He asks, as you see the snake die over and over again in manners most horrific, what is going through your mind? What thought haunts you?
It's usually just, I really should have pressed left when I pressed right, or I should have pressed down when I pressed up, or, that kind of thing. I guess, well, if I have to kill 100 snakes, well, I'd probably kill way more than 100. If I have to kill 1,000 snakes for content, I will do it, but only digitally.
I think the timer didn't even make it to about 10 minutes before I remarked that I was glad we weren't tracking snake deaths.
Yeah. It's very easy to track my score, though, isn't it, Floof? Because it very rarely changes.
Yeah, no. I was really worried about this scoreboard thing that you set up for me, and you're doing me a solid, and I respect that. And I will be sure to remember that in future interviews.
Fantastic.
You have survived until the end of the second round of chat questions, and of course, that means that we've gone past the 2 hour mark. There's only 1 hour remaining for this lovely race of excitement.
I'm surprised it's still going. So, I'll take whatever small win I can get here. At least, I expected Rando to ace it in 2 hours, so...
It's most serpently is still going.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Thanks, I stole it.
Very good. Very good. I don't know where you got the inspiration from that, but on that incredibly hilarious bombshell, we're going to leave you to focus for your final hour, Garlips. Good luck.
Soccer
Good
bomb.
luck.
Soccer.
Soccer bomb.
Let's go over to Rando.
Let's go.
Oh, it's very random in here. It's almost like we're accompanied by someone. Randomised TV once again. How you doing, Rando?
Hello, I'm doing good.
Oh, you sound very
Feels like-
peaceful. You sound like you're enjoying yourself.
It seems like last time you joined me, I was also on the same mode.
That's right.
It's funny you asked that because we've got a chat question specifically for you. I'll jump right into it since you gave me such a good segue. This question comes from DMAC and it says, could we just do the first interview over again and pretend that no time has passed?
Yeah, sure.
There you go. Excellent.
Fantastic.
Fortunately for you, we're not actually going to do that, mainly because, as funny as that would be, I foolishly deleted the questions, so that's my fault.
Oh no.
But,
Well, I will tell you my favorite snake is a python.
oh, wow. Actually, python is a genus and not a species.
Ah, no.
Ah,
I
you
didn't
fell,
know that.
you fell for the trap. Yeah.
I did.
We've got a question from Tater. It's a deep and profound question. It's, what other animal would you prefer to play Snake as?
I feel like the obvious answer is like a millipede or something.
Millipede. Oh.
It's still somewhat similar to like snake in biology.
Yeah.
Snake with legs.
Snake with legs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are.
Excellent. Terrifying idea. Millipedes are scary, but I see it. I see it. Umara
It's just
asks,
the other long animal I could think of.
it's good. If you're curious, I don't usually share answers from chat. We've had gorilla in chat as a suitable alternative to
Gorilla?
snake. So chat weren't even thinking about long things; they're just suggesting animals. So we appreciate the thought that you put into your answer. Umaru asks, on a scale of 50 to 69, how much do you hate your current stage?
I mean, I think it's very interesting, but I really don't like the precarious situations it puts me in. So maybe like, if it has to be from 50 to 69, probably like a 53. Maybe actually, okay, maybe a little bit higher, maybe 57.
Okay, so you like this sort of tranquility of the forming of the stage, but perhaps not so much navigating it.
Yes.
Excellent. I can understand that. I can see where that comes from.
Yeah.
Hobbytown would
one's
like.
really rad.
Oh yeah. Hobbytown would like your best impression of "There's a snake in my boot."
There's a snake in my boot. Oh, I'm dead.
Nice. You are dead. But thank you for dying to give us that impression. Mr. Matt Internet asks, have you popped googly eyes on it and gone time to get an apple?
I did. For a second, I did have a little break. I went to go and get a soda, not an apple, unfortunately. Although maybe if I win this, I will treat myself to an apple.
I've got to be honest.
Celebratory apple.
I'm not sure I can ever
Yeah,
look at an apple again.
Do you have any googly eyes nearby?
Technically yes.
Okay.
Although they're attached to things, so
Ah.
Okay. Wugger asks, aspirin or Adderall? We've come to learn that Adderall is an American name for ADHD medication.
oh. I mean, if we're talking medicines, I think it has to be Calpol.
Okay, good answer.
I used to love the taste of Calpol when I was like a very young child.
Yeah, it turns out my mum got really angry at me because it turns out you're not supposed to drink Calpol. Apparently, it's bad for you.
Really? Oh. Good to know.
I had to be screamed at to learn that fact because if it's not supposed to be drunk, why does it taste so good? Okay,
Exactly.
just saying. But following on from that, and you may notice a theme start to emerge as we lost control of chat. Kramit then asks, Nurofen or meth?
I'll go with Nurofen.
Okay, and Umaro asks, ibuprofen or cocaine?
Well, I I know people who have ibuprofen allergies, so maybe cocaine.
That was not the answer I was expecting.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh my
Well, that's really thoughtful and inclusive of you, Rando.
That's wild.
And you'll be pleased to know we've made it to the final question. Mr. Matt Internet asks, as you see the snake dying over and over again, horrifically before your very eyes, what thought is going through your mind? What ideas haunt you?
I mean, I'm personally, I like to think that when the snake hits a wall, it doesn't necessarily die. It just gets a little confused. But maybe that's just me trying to suppress the thoughts of the snake dying in my head.
Okay, so you feel that the snake doesn't die, but simply alters its shape and
no.
in its
It's about to
confusion. Oh no! Oh no!
See, it doesn't die. It's still fine. It's still blinking.
But how do you justify the shrinkage?
Happens to all of us.
Weight loss.
Point loss. Excellent. Well, we can confirm that you're both Serpently still racing. This
Oh.
is
You know
your
what?
second.
I just got that. Between
Hey.
like this time and last time, I didn't even realize you made a pun until like 30 minutes later.
Fantastic. That's the best application of a pun. Is you're like, damn it, I didn't even get to groan. But yes, this was of course your second interview. There will not be another interview because of course you're in your final hour of the race now. So we will check in at you at the 3-hour mark, where hopefully one of you is a victor.
Yeah, I hope I'm not on the same stage after that long.
I hope so too. But good luck.
Good luck. Oh, they don't know.
They don't know.
Oh no.
Umara did say while we were doing the interviews that the estimate says 4 hours. It definitely does. They agreed earlier today that the estimate was going to be 3 hours. Let me see if I can find yet another text file that will let me change that.
Yeah, so they're gonna have a 3-hour. Once they hit the 3-hour mark, it will be a mercy kill because we don't have all day, unfortunately. But meanwhile, while Booth figures that out, Garlips on 35 right now. Hopefully we actually get it this time. Cross my fingers I don't curse. I don't commentators curse. Garlips here. Really hope I really want to get. I really want them to get it now. Like. Garlips making big loops around. One more. That's one. That's 3 more. 2 more. This one's by the edge, unfortunately.
Bonk for Rando.
Yep. Just take those nice big loops. We're getting there.
Garlips with the patience of a saint. Here he goes. He's on 39. Oh, it's so free. It's so free. He's gone and done it. Oh.
Yippee!
Oh.
Oh, finally, we get something new. Oh, this is nice. Okay, so Garlips 10 down. We're moving on to the next one, Poison. Where one of the fruits, well, it's a little more obvious when Random did it, because
I was just thinking it's really hard to tell the difference between the good turnip and the poison turnip.
Yeah, going turnip here might not have been a good shout, but yeah, the grayscaled one is the poisoned fruit. If you eat it, you'll lose control of the snake. It will mash random inputs. It will probably die. It's not good. But after suffering through an hour long of Sokoban, well, suffering, I don't know. Maybe he's enjoying it. I mean, he did say he kind of enjoyed it. After an hour long of Sokoban, somewhat of a reprieve, to have a slightly simpler one. Just avoid the ghostly turnip.
I tell you what,
It's business as
Garlips,
usual.
Garlips has beaten every single stage. He's not that far behind Rando, and Rando's really been walled on statues. So, oh no!
Oh, there it is.
Loopy. Oh, but he survives.
Alright, I mean, you know, all things considered, that wasn't that bad.
That wasn't that bad. But Garlips, oh, nice double eat for Garlips there. RNG on his
fortunate.
side. But Garlips could very well get onto statue. Of course, our tiebreaker would be which player got there first, which of course was Rando. But you know, there's 40 minutes. Garlips could suddenly turn on his God Gamer, channel his inner Mean Bean machine, and just first time statue for absolutely no reason.
Yeah, what we have coming up, Poison.
There we go. Poison
that's
done
funny.
for
Alright,
Garlips.
awesome. I thought he was once again like 1 off or 2 off. I was paying too much attention. But yeah, like we're on to Dimension now, and then Minesweeper's up next. Both of these are like somewhat tame before we get onto Statue. Both of those didn't really put up too much of a challenge for Rando, so we'll see how it goes for Garlips. But yeah, as a refresher, because we've seen this like almost an hour ago now, Dimensions is basically you have 2 layers of the game board. Every time you eat a fruit, you get sent to the other layer where your snake body that you've previously gone through stays on the previous. So really, this is kind of a benefit, I suppose. It's not really a restriction. You get a little bit more space to work with. But yeah, Garlips speeding through this already on 13.
Four. 5.
Going around.
6.
That's fair.
7, 8. 9,
And
10. There it is. Garlips is
That's
now
a
only
one-shot, I
1 stage behind Rando.
Minesweeper. This one could be a bit scary. But Garlips opting to clear out the mine before going for more turnips. That might be helpful, because if you have more mines clustered together, that would be really difficult to traverse through. So yeah, clearing out the mines before you go for more turnips and spawn in more, that is a pretty good strategy to go about this problem. It would take longer, but it is most definitely more safer. And Rando, if I remember correctly, did indeed had a couple deaths on this. Not too many. It didn't actually take him that much time, but it wasn't completely free for it. So maybe Garlips will do better here.
He's certainly taking his time, and he's managing the mines well, which I think you really need to do, especially when your target goal is 40. You really need to manage these mines, because you can't just ignore them for a score of 40.
Oh yeah. Yep, Garlips just really taking his time. Really good job.
Halfway there.
Yep, slow and steady. Meanwhile, Rando still struggling on statue. Still has that high score of 28. That was a nice one there, in the corner. I kind of like the sound that the mines make when they pop. It's just like, "Roop." That's pretty satisfying.
Yeah, I like that. The little like musical note. It's just peaceful. I like little sound design like that. Little pleasing things. And there's not much of it in Snake. I can't pay Google Snake very many sound design compliments just because there's really not that much. Garlips is first timing this. I might jinx him there, but this is still attempt number 1.
We love a one shot. That's the final one right there.
No, yes, there he goes. He's got it. Garlips is now on the
Hey.
same stage as Rando.
Alright. Let's see how he does.
Oh, and it's time to a
Okay.
music change as well.
Oh yeah. But yeah, if Garlips figures it out and like gets ahead of Rando here, that would be huge.
It would be annoying because I'm going to have to change the podium placings, but it would be huge.
The change is so massive. I mean, I can't lie. I know we're supposed to be like not biased here, but I'm sort of rooting for Garlips. Like we all love an underdog story.
Well, the thing is with Garlips, and he's sort of alluded to it. He's known for his salty reactions, and a lot of it's played up for the fun of it. He is, as he said about his low rage threshold, he is a very resilient player. He jokes about wanting mercy kills, but he can sit and endure and play patiently. He did it with Mean Bean Machine, where he just did really well for absolutely no reason when every single practice went to shit, and then he just was like, I'm going to do really, really well here. You would be surprised where Tenacity's Garlips' tenacity will land him.
Yeah. That's really quite impressive. Knowing Rando quite well myself, I can't really say the same for him. I don't know. He's pretty good at like sitting through the same thing and like really grinding it out.
He seemed really, really calm when we were when we were doing the interview.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Internet says, it sounds like Yosh should check out some of Garlips' races. Where might Yosh do that? Well, you can find any past race conducted under StruggleR at the Wheel of Struggle YouTube, which is, of course, Wheel of Struggle. We have all of our StruggleR races archived on there, and they're even in a nice, handy-dandy playlist that you can easily get to.
Wow, that's awesome. I'm going to go do that right now. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna go right now.
Some of our past races are absolutely fantastic, and if you ever get bored and just want to watch something, I do strongly recommend them. They're a lot of fun to be involved with. They're a lot of fun to host. They're a lot of fun to commentate, and they're a lot of fun to race in as well. I've done 4. I've done 4 races.
Yeah. I mean, I got here for a reason. I heard good things. I heard silly things.
Oh yes, we love the good, we love the silly.
Admittedly, I really haven't watched that much of StruggleR. But I know it's all like I know it's good. I know it's fun. That's why I'm here right now.
Yep, most certainly.
What's our timer at now?
Our timer is at 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 42 seconds. Very easy, because we haven't had to take any breaks. There's not been much opportunity for a timer mishap. I was about 10 seconds slow to start it, because I erroneously updated I did the mutes before starting the timer, so I started the race, muted them, then started the timer instead of doing it the other way around. It was long enough for chat to pick me up on it. But aside from being 10 seconds out, that's a lot better than our timer usually is. So I'll take it.
Yeah. I mean, with half an hour left on the clock, we're really just looking for a breakthrough here. Like whoever is able to get past this statue board, probably will run away with the whole thing.
Oh, Tater, you little git. Tater asking, are we still on world record pace? Don't think so, Tater. I think that's past.
Yeah. Rando is certainly getting deeper runs than Garlips has, but that might change.
Mario wants us to let them skip the board. No, this is their what would you call it? This is their white whale. This is their Cyclops.
You know, Rando suggested this, and Garlips participated, and I believe it was mostly Rando, but both of them contributed to like setting up the rule set for this. The two of us aren't involved.
Yeah, no.
It's not our call.
No, sometimes we do make rule concessions for racers, but that's typically due to a glitch or a bug or something. We will allow like a rule concession to help someone just recover, not to help them win a race. But
oh yeah,
both of our strugglers, they're here. They've made it here legitimately, and whether one of them clears this decides the outcome of the race. So. As much as you might not like statues, I definitely don't like statues. The race hinges on this stage. You've got to remember, they have both cleared this stage before.
Struggle as they are, and struggle they shall.
Tater, you got a heart of steel, mate.
Random skip will also make it super unfair for Rando since they are holding us strong. Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
Tiebreaker does go to Rando right now for spending the longest on the stage.
Yeah, I'm just going to double check the rules. I'm pretty sure that's what the rules say. I'm just going to double check it now, but I'm pretty sure that's what the rules say.
I think so. I mean, it makes sense. Well, it says, in case no one's able to achieve the gold star in all modes, whoever manages to get the gold star into most modes will be the winner.
Doesn't say,
So,
guys. Yeah. It doesn't say how we tie-break this.
Well, I mean, from my perspective, or from my view, it's either whoever gets here first, in which case it's Rando, or whoever has the highest score on this board, in which case it's still Rando right now, but that could change.
Well, that's why we should. Okay, chat. We're going to decide on this now. We're going to put it down to a poll, and then if they want to overrule us, they can overrule us. But we can decide it now because it doesn't currently impact the race, so we can't be accused of being biased. I'm going to open up a poll, and what we're going to say is, what is our tiebreaker? Highest score, first to arrive. So highest score refers to getting the highest score on the stage. First to arrive is the first person to reach that stage.
Yeah. For those at home who want to keep track, the highest score is like printed on the top left corner next to the statue's icon. So the far left number is the current score on this current run. The number to the left, to the right of that is the highest score on this stage. Currently, Garlips on 13, maybe breaking, maybe up, like making a personal best.
But they can't really be
Actually,
biased at
right
the
there.
moment. They can't really be biased at the moment because both of those criteria are rando at the moment.
At the moment, yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Highest score is rando, and first to arrive is also rando.
but yeah, Garlips currently on a high score of 14, Rando on 28.
Seems like chat feels the best and fairest is to go first to arrive.
Ooh, Rando trapped right there. Both of them still struggling. It's like it's designed for this.
What's
It's
that
like the races-
story about the pushing the boulder up the hill? Is that Sisyphus?
Yeah, Sisyphus.
This is a bit what this feels like at the moment.
One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Or one can only imagine Sisyphus happy, or something like that. I can't remember how exactly it goes, but
I forgot there is actually an up game called Sisyphus, and now our resident up game
yeah.
expert Tater84 is unhappy to be reminded that that game exists.
looks like our poll result is first to arrive, so yeah.
Which was our gut instinct before people think we changed our mind. Our gut instinct was to make it first to arrive. That is, as Hextree also pointed out, that is in line with how we do wheel races typically. So yeah, we'll keep it at first to arrive, and then if Garlips wants to get upset about it, he certainly can. It won't change. It won't change the outcome at the moment. Oh, that's true, isn't it? Sisyphus, as the boulder rolls down, a separate camera comes up, doesn't it, to watch the boulder
That's
fall.
mean.
Just to mock
Wow.
you as you watch it roll down the hill.
With drum fill as well. Oh my gosh.
Good patience from Rando. No! I've got to stop complimenting people.
You jinxed it. It's Commentator's curse.
Oh. It's just complimenting him on how he navigated through that difficult scenario, and then it all went to heck.
With a choke point like that, you just kind of have to trust that the game opens up a path for you, and I think that's what Rando abused to get through some of these difficult choke points here.
Yeah, that quote can stay, Mr. Matt. I'm beginning my villain arc right now.
Weren't we talking about another, like, really mean and brutal game mode? Like, what was it, Arrows?
Arrows, yes. I don't think we'll see arrows today.
We're probably not gonna see arrows.
We definitely will not see arrows.
I mean, at this point, that's probably more of a blessing than anything.
I know that Garlips really doesn't like arrows, so he's probably happy that we're not going to see arrows. Tell you what, you've got to admire Rando's tenacity, though. You know, they're both on the same stage. Garlips has only been here for about 20 minutes, whereas Rando's been here for an hour and a half and longer.
Oh, yeah. And still counting.
And hasn't really improved. That score of 28, Rando's had for most of their time here. Haven't really improved on it either.
Yeah. Both players, really, if they want to try and break through, they're gonna have to figure out a strategy, or maybe just some other way to weather through all these walls.
I think Garlips is... It's what they keep doing accidentally. You'll watch... Rando will spend a lot of time folding the snake, and Garlips will do it when the map forces him to, but that's what you need to do. You need to fold the snake so that the paths that it creates are these little blocks as opposed to these long chambers. Get in the bin, Tan. I didn't experience input lag when I was playing this.
Me neither. I don't think there's actual input lag.
It's more likely to be brain lag from the fatigue.
Yeah, that is also what I was gonna say. It's more likely fatigue than anything at this point.
See, Rando's doing it now. He's folding the snake, which, granted, all the other pipes have made it still kind of messy, but that gives you a clearer path when you've just got
that's
big
just
chunks.
Yeah, the messiness kind of just is in the nature of statue. Oh, that's kind of rough. That's rough. Giving the run, Umaru giving a run as an out. Commentators saying that I'm not down immediately.
I mean, I am the wrong person to ask about input lag, because I won't notice input lag until it hits like 200 ms. I play Populous. It's a game from 1998, hosted by people based in America, so I play on 200 ping is normal to me, so I don't notice input lag 90% of the time anyway.
Wow.
I'm enjoying whatever grooving that Garlips has got playing at the moment. Garlips, of course, I said I wasn't going to tell you, and I have now told you. Garlips is our DJ for the race.
No, just go back, forget that happened. Folks at home, have you figured out who we're streaming the audio from yet?
You'll never guess.
But yeah, it's absolutely great bops. Very, very groovy.
It's just for your viewing experience. The game provides you with no music.
Oh yeah. So no music. Just take away the music. It's all the boops and bops, and that is exactly what this game sounds like. the big speaker next to. You know, I forgot about that. Those two sound more like radish bites than apple bites.
Did you compare the waveform, Hex? Oh, what have I done now? Review of the DJ. Ugh, I just can't be trusted.
Randall did say at the start, before the race, that he would put on some music of his own. So, not really raw dogging it, I'm afraid.
Do we think they named their snakes? I don't think so, Tater.
That would have been such a good question. I can't really go back to that anymore.
No. We definitely can. I tell you what, Tater, just for you, just because I love you so much and the time that we spent playing South Park together, I will ask that as a special end of race question, just for you.
Fantastic. I'm noticing these walls, or the statue walls, sort of, there's two types of cracks. Are they functionally the same, or do they just look different, or?
I think they're just aesthetically different.
Yeah.
They seem to break away the same. I think that it's just Google Snake really spoils you. It gives you two graphics for cracks instead of just one.
Wow. And might I add, 4 different sound effects for the 4 directional inputs.
Very important. No soundtrack. They said bring your own music, but everything else is there. Everything else you want in a game, it's in Google Snake.
Sort of a minimalist approach, but I respect it.
I didn't even know this existed. This race has been a learning adventure for me.
What, Google Snake?
Nope, never played Google Snake in my life. Actually, I tell a lie. There was once, I don't know if you can still do it. There was once a bunch of Easter eggs that you could do when a video was buffering on YouTube, and one of them was you could make the buffering video play Snake. I've played that Google Snake.
That's fun.
But I've never played. I've never played this Google Snake.
This one's messed up. Yeah, Rando really taking his time to go all the way around. Never mind. Maybe we should just stop talking about the game and let the two of them figure it out.
Can't say I'm not gutted we're not capture carding a couple of Nokias. No, Garlips, what was that? He bonked when he should have not bonked.
I think the real thing is, I don't know if these racers have considered this. Have they considered winning? You know.
They've probably considered it and just decided that it's actually a little bit overrated and probably just, they want to go against the grain. Because that's where you learn more about yourself, is when you defy the norm. It's really a moment of self-discovery.
That's true, yeah. You don't take the easy way out.
Yeah.
You never take the easy way out.
Say that as Garlips immediately takes the easy way out. We didn't script that, everyone. They're just dying that often.
10 minutes, says chat.
Correct.
10 more minutes until we go to a tiebreaker, which is Rando's win. Which would be Rando's win.
Would be Rando's win. Yep. Oh, you... Unmute for a 10-minute warning. Put the fear of snake in them. Nah, I don't want to disrupt that inner Zen, Tater.
Yeah, I would. I
feel
agree.
like I feel like if I did that, any hope of Garlips getting any score is out the window.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we should disturb them.
Disrupt the fuck out of it. Yeah, let me just grab my pipes. Don the tartan, grab the pipes. Just unmute and just start blasting. Blast some Caledonia. Not even sure you can play Caledonia on the pipes. You must be able to play Caledonia on the pipes.
Oh. Garlips on a PB. Hooray. We're doing it.
Oh, could you imagine if this is the one? Oh,
Nope.
and I had to do it. Had to do it, didn't I?
You know, I was sort of tempting it as well, by bringing it up. But yeah, we don't have much time left on this race.
Do our racers have a PB for beating this? We have no time. All we have, as by way of knowledge from the players, is they have beaten it.
They have allegedly beaten it. They have allegedly reached 40.
Yeah, they
on
have
all the-
allegedly
on all the
beaten all the
boards.
modes.
In practice, obviously.
What I will do when it's time... do I... Chat. When it's time, do we say it's their final snake and we let them continue whatever snake they're on and probably immediately die? Or do we just say murder your snake? Do we allow for the tension of a final snake?
I like the idea of a final snake. It'll either be they clutch up and do one final big run for it, which would be awesome to see, or they'll die instantly when hearing that, which would be hilarious. I like that.
Final snake. Okay, cool. Is that Gino's Maze?
I think so. I was wondering where that's from.
I
I was
think
trying to
that
think
is.
of where that's from.
I think that is Gino's Maze. I don't think the song's actually called that, but that's what it's associated with, I think.
That apple is in such a weird spot for Rando. Can you even get out of that? Is that just a forced? Is that just a forced loss? Rando's thinking about it. He's looping around.
I think Rando's trying to math it out. I think that is just a forced loss, yeah.
Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Oh no! He did the hard bit so well and then just bonked at the end. Oh, I was
Almost got it.
so
Wow.
impressed with Garlips, and then he did the Garlips thing and let me down right at the final second.
we're still where we were about 30 minutes ago.
Well, where Garlips was 30 minutes ago. And poor Rando's been here for 2 hours.
Well, you know,
Oh, my heart really does go out. It's awkward. Oh.
I will say, like, this is, despite all the failures there and struggling there, we're seeing right now from these racers, they have put up such an impressive showing.
I mean,
This horrific game.
the patience to play Snake for 3 hours. That cannot be
Yeah.
understated.
I mean, even more than 3 if you include the practice has been that
It's
they've,
true,
like,
they've been
done.
practicing as well.
Meanwhile, I've played like 2 hours of Balatro over the past 2 months.
Oh, I love it. Love a bit of Balatro.
Balatro's fun, yeah. I'm saying that more of a. I'm not really I haven't really been preparing for my race.
Oh, that's great. Yosh, are you going to be participating in any StruggleR races?
Oh yeah, that's right. We can plug ourselves like in like 3 minutes time. Yes, I will be doing some races. I'm participating in the P-Cross blind P-Cross race. Sometime mid-August. I can't remember the exact date. But it's one of the August weekends. And they're both on back-to-back days as well. So like it's P-Cross on the Saturday and then it's Balatro on Sunday. I'm also there for Balatro. In fact, I'm the one setting up the Balatro race, and it's going to be a Balatro bingo race as well. And I'm very excited to show everyone what we've done. This is the bingo has sort of been a collaborative effort between myself, Rando, and some of our other friends, and it's gonna be a blast.
Excellent. Very excited to see that.
You got anything yourself, Flu?
Yes, on the 19th, I will be competing against my other half in what we're calling the RNG Gauntlet, which we will be racing through 4 games, all of which feature RNG in some way. It is my attempt to throw away my perfect win record so that I'm not grumpy as heck when I play my other race, which is going to be a power wash simulator race.
That's a really bold thing to say on stream about your win rates.
Yeah, if anyone wants insider trading, bet on Silver for the RNG Gauntlet. Their PB is about 30 minutes better than mine at the moment.
Oh, wow.
So they will smoke me.
But like as you said, it's an RNG gauntlet. Anything can happen.
Yes, yeah, anything could happen, and to be fair, we're very looking forward to it because they're actually all games that are important to the 2 of us in some way. So we're going to have a lot of fun playing them, regardless of the outcome.
That's great.
If you're curious what the 4 games are, it's going to be Limbus Company, then it's going to be Rabbit and Steel. Following on from Rabbit and Steel, it's going to be Age of Mythology Retold, and then it's going to be a Skyrim Bingo to end the race.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I need to tell the players they're on their last snake. Players, you can hear me, but you can't speak to me. This is your last snake. Once you die, please stop.
Scary.
Garlips is being an asshole.
Oh, Garlips didn't make it to 21. I didn't notice that. It still hasn't beaten Rando's PB. Oh, and there it is. That's Rando. Garlips is still stalling.
Garlips, stop being an asshat. There you go. I've told him off. There we
There
go.
it is.
There we go. Okay, fantastic.
Oh, man.
That means I don't need to change anything. Hi. I hope you're doing okay.
Hello.
You are now undeafened and unmuted, racers. And I've got a special. We don't usually do this. I've got a special end of race question for you. I won't talk about the bribery that may have occurred to get this question in when it's not featured. But Garlips, have you named your snake?
No, I haven't. Should I choose to do it now?
You may.
Is Hammer Fredrickson.
Hammer Fredrickson. And Rando, have you named your snake?
Fanta.
Banter. I like that name.
Oh yeah, because it's orange.
Exactly.
There you go,
That's
Tater.
awesome.
There's your answer. The race was not Garlips and randomized. It was actually Hammer Fredrickson and Banter.
Change the title card now. Go, go, go.
I cannot be bothered. This has been an adventure for all involved. I actually haven't stopped the timer, so there you go. There's your second timer error of the stream.
GG Sogs.
GG's.
That is the end of your race.
The race has officially concluded. Rando, how do you feel it went?
I think it went well up until about hour 1.
Garlips, how do you think the race went?
Well, I think that I started to get a bit better towards the end, which is when you want that to kick in, right? At the very end and not any of the middle or start.
Yes. Shall I put you out of your misery, or shall we just sit here and have a nice little chat? What do you think?
Put us out of our misery, please.
Yeah.
Very well. Then we'll transition over to the super cool, super tense, wonderfully prepared podium screen. And
There it
I'm not
is.
going to do the second place, first place.
Oh.
And there's a reason why I'm not going to do it.
I was going to say, how are you going to reveal this otherwise then?
Oh, don't worry.
It's
Because
a bit of a binary.
there's only 2 places, so I just start with the first place, and by proxy, the second place is the farty trumpets that doesn't get their name said. And you'll see why I'm doing You'll see why I'm doing it this way.
Okay.
Just as soon as I reopen the snake crib sheet, because I accidentally closed it.
Do you need to double check or something?
In first place, reaching the statue stage, it is RandomisedTV, because he got there 2 hours ago.
Yeah.
What's his highest? What's your highest statue?
28.
28.
Fuck! Mine was 21. God damn it! Never mind. I hate statue. Statue sucks.
I underestimated how difficult that one would be.
Which, of course,
What?
means in second place after an admirable effort, because he didn't actually get to statue until about 2 hours and 20 minutes, and then finished with a final score on statue of 21. So not that far behind Rando. It's Garlips with the farty trumpets.
Yay! I'll take that. Especially because I thought I was going to be completely walled at Suckerban and never leave. Suckerban is one of those ones where it's like, I know what I need to do and I can do what I need to do, but I just keep kind of fudging it at the last minute. And Rando, I failed Suckerban at one point with 39.
Oh, you know what? There was one I failed with 39 twice.
Really? Oh my god! What was
which
it?
was the twin snakes.
Oh yeah, twins. Yeah, twins aren't great either.
Yeah.
Fair play. And I mean, I'm just happy it's that close.
It was very
Yeah.
close. Yeah.
So the reason I revealed it that way is because chat had a very nice, very mean idea. They were like, well, they're on the same stage, so if I start with first place, I get to say that the winner was on the statue stage, and Garlips might have a second of hope where he's like, oh my god, I was on the statue stage.
Oh.
And then,
Yeah,
and then,
I
and then
did
you were let
enjoy that
down.
second of hope.
And,
No,
and
no, I
then you were
wasn't
let
let.
down.
No, I'm still in the hope phase.
Yeah. Excellent. It's been an absolutely fantastic race, and
What
we
were
have a
the-
tradition. Oh, go on.
Oh, I was just going to say, what were the levels before statue? Because I feel like I first timed 2 levels in a row.
Poison, and
Minesweeper.
dimensions. Yeah,
Poison-
it was poison, dimensions, then Minesweeper. They were the levels
and then
after
statue.
Soccer Ban.
Yeah, I think I did poison and minesweeper in one go, and I was
Yeah.
very happy
Yes,
about
yeah,
that.
you did. Yeah, you did.
Mhm, mhm.
So we're starting the season how we ended the last season, and that is, of course, with Garlips losing. Garlips, we have a tradition. We have
It's
a,
all
we have a
come full
tradition.
circle.
We have a tradition at the podium screen, of course. Where can people find you and the things that you do?
You can find me in a bunch of StruggleR races, either commentating or being in them over the next 2 or so months. It's going to be very exciting. Please do check the Discord for full listings of the races and the times. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you at as many of them as possible. And also, you'll probably see me on my stream, twitch.tv/Garlips, practicing for these races that, I mean, I don't know what this means for the Gello is the problem. Like, this probably sends my Gello number down even further, but like I feel like it was such a close. Gekish, if you're listening to this, please just be kind. It was so close. Seven fruit in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think,
you really,
I
you
think
really
as
have.
well, my high score, I actually got it whilst I was being interviewed. So maybe if I was interviewed more, I might have actually finished that stage.
Hey, no, you're not pushing this back on us. We had the opposite effect on Garlips. We started interviewing Garlips, and he was
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm just not going to pay attention to my snake. I'm just going to wall. But Randomised, you are our victor today. Congratulations. And where can people find you and the things that you do?
You can find me on the various websites as Randomized TV, you know, the usual ones, Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky, such and such. But yeah, I stream as well sometimes on Twitch, mainly speedrunning and races adjacent type things. So yeah, if you enjoyed me racing Snake, you might enjoy me racing other games with other people as well.
Excellent. And of course, none of this would have been possible while I was juggling a million text files poorly without my lovely co-commentator, Yosh. Yosh, where can people find you and the things that you do?
Hi. I don't actually stream that much. But you can find me, I suppose, on the Discord server on Blue Sky, AOG_Yoshi. Twitch, I stream sometimes. Twitch.tv/Yoshi_12, I believe. I don't stream enough. But I mean I did some archipelago stuff with the ASC people as well. And I have a YouTube with like all the VODs. I just dump stuff. I don't know. I'm just listing off things. Maybe if you're interested, you can take a look. There's not actually that much to see. I don't know.
There's one thing we love in this community. It is things.
We love things.
So, of course, I have been your host, Love and Floofin, and you don't want to find me anywhere. So let's go to the calendar for our StruggleR season. We have just concluded our snake race for July. I'm not going to list out every single race, but there are some particular highlights in July that I want to call out, and don't be offended if I don't call out yours. We've got the paint race, which you've seen an advert for at the start of this stream, which is wonderfully well made. And I really can't fathom how that's going to be raced. So really, that's an enigmatic mystery to behold.
I'll wait to find out.
We've got on the 26th, we've got the Sonic the Hedgehog Ring Shuffler, which basically it's multiple Sonic games linked, and every time they pick up a ring, the game changes. It was one of the best events that we did last season, and it's coming back, and it's chaos, and it's going to be great. If we go on into August, of course, we've got a Zoota versus All randomizer, which was pretty hectic. Yosh themselves has mentioned the Blind Picross and Balatro races that we've got coming out as well, and a launcher lockout bingo, which I believe they're allowed to just launch a bunch of different games to achieve bingo objectives. So, like, if the objective is to kill a dinosaur, they can launch any game that might let them kill a dinosaur or a chicken if you're team Kramit.
I've seen some of Kramit's notes for that race. They're insane. In a good way.
So that is certainly a race to catch. And of course, 27th, we've got the return of our mystery race, which has racers playing games that they've literally not seen before the race itself.
Oh, yeah, I'm participating in that one.
Oh, it'll be fun. And lastly, to close out StruggleR, we've only got a few, but they're important. We've got a Subnautica race. Of course, Tater84 will be taking on our undefeated champion of StruggleR in Hextree. And to close things out as it currently stands, we've got the Ascension grudge match, in which Garlips hopes to defeat Tater84 once and for all and become the Grand Master upper Lucas, the Master of Up Games.
I've just looked at that week, and I can't believe what I've done to Tater. He's going to get min-maxed twice in 5 days.
And to add, Tater doesn't actually feel that different from you, because responding to my comment about Hextree, he says he's going to remain undefeated. So there you go. Tater doesn't feel that great about it either.
Don't forget, we've got 2 races coming up featuring Hextree and Wugger, who both have like flawless performance. So they have the opportunity to do something really funny and lose 1 each.
Yeah, I suppose I should call out Ass Effect, which is it's going to be a Mass Effect race to get laid, because this is what we do. We race games, and not always in the way that you'd expect us to.
I'm glad I'm not participating in that one. I'd be terrible at it.
Garlips, have you got a race you're particularly looking forward to?
I am really looking forward to Astrobot on Saturday this weekend. It's going to be me, Adrian, and Jason Vader making his StruggleR debut as well. Collect as many bots as you can, and I'm really excited about that one, because we all love Adrian, but she thinks she's the queen of platformers, and someone's got to take her down a peg. It's going to be me.
Excellent. What about you, Rando? Is there any of these races that you've seen that you're particularly looking forward to?
A little bit biased, but I'm looking forward to the Balatro race, and also the Blind Picross race too. And the paint race, of course. The paint race is coming up like next week. That one's going to be a fun one to watch.
Excellent. Yosh, you might be biased too, but do you have a race that you are most looking forward to?
Well, I called out Picross and Balatro earlier, but I'm looking forward to the mystery race as well. Like in any of the I see the NES mystery game Shuffler on like 22nd of August. There's the mystery race on the 27th. Like any race where runners will have to like figure out on the fly. That's exciting stuff.
I know what the NES games are.
Well, you do, but for racers don't.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's always good to see people think on their feet. Like, I've presented the last 2 mystery races. This mystery race, I'm going in myself. So.
I enjoyed.
You still remember the Buddha, don't you?
I do remember the Buddha. The Buddha came up in today's commentary. We had a little chat about the Buddha while the Gemini was being played.
Oh, really? Not the soccer ball?
Maybe. Maybe. Don't know. The Buddha is more related to Gemini, because the Buddha moves like the Gemini.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like
I suppose
the
so.
Gemini, the Gemini snake.
That whole game's a soccer band, so I think we're both right. Which is the best kind of right.
I think so. I will agree to share rightness with you. The chat are probably like desperate for us to close this out. So, of course, I clicked the wrong scene. StruggleR is, of course, brought to you by the Wheel of Struggle. I know what I'm doing because I'm a professional. We are a gaming group that plays different games every week based on a wheel spin. We compete for entirely arbitrary points, and they're so arbitrary that actually they're not even your points once they're given to you. They belong to Fish at all times, so actually Fish has won every single wheel season, bar none. It's a bit like a book club for gamers, though, because everyone gets to nominate games that they're interested. The rule sets are almost always ridiculous. We've had to collect pencils in Fallout 3, which I bet a bunch of you on the YouTube videos, none of you have ever had a race to collect pencils in Fallout 3. So join us, take part. It's a lot of fun. We've got a Discord, we've got a website, we've got a YouTube, we've got a Twitch. Anywhere you might think to look, you can search Wheel of Struggle and find at least one of us, but probably more. We've got to raid out. Garlips, do you know anyone we can raid out to? Doodles is
I'm just
online.
taking a look.
But we
Olive
always
is
raid
also
Doodle.
online.
Oh, that's Z, isn't it? Let's raid Z.
Yeah.
Olive.
It's Olive U Games all in one.
Olive U Games. I'm not very good at raiding. Are you able to type raid? I'm not very good at raiding.
Yes, I can do that.
Please do.
She is playing World of Warcraft, and I don't know why.
Her stream title has been "I don't know why I'm streaming this." And Olive and I had a little chat yesterday. Yes, we cashed out. I did that already.
We did, Tates. I've counted my winnings.
And we were talking about the mystery race, and no spoilers, don't worry. And I mentioned my love of long strategy games, and Olive was like, "Oh, I don't have the time for that," and I just quit back lightning fast. I was like, "Says the person currently streaming World of Warcraft."
Nice. Unfortunately, with the slash raid that I've used, we've got to wait for the purple bar to go all the way down.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. Olive's pronouns are she, they. Please send hi and love and all of that from us. Treat them with the same respect and kindness that you have treated us with tonight, and show them some support. And I'm really trying to time it to the purple bar expiring, but I'm way out because we've got a third left. So
can you see the stream, Yosh and Rando?
Yeah.
I just want your thoughts on the bunny. What do you think of the bunny? Everyone hates him.
I like the bunny.
Thank you.
It's very friendly.
Finally.
It's alright. Bunny. Bunny.
just put its nipples away. If it
But
didn't have
annoying.
nipples, I'd feel a lot better about it.
Okay,
Would you
yeah,
like me to
I
put
am a little
tassels on them?
I'm a little thrown off by that, but we can look past that, I guess.
And we raided out. There we go.
I think we're out.
Yeah.